Happy Halloween!
Oh, happy Halloween, everyone!
You scared me.
Halloween!
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, it's the Halloween spooktacular. Who could have seen this coming?
My first question, because I wasn't able to watch the VOD, how did Bean Boozled go?
Oh my god.
Terribly.
About it.
That was not fun.
Oh my god, I had a success rate of like 10%. It was really, really bad.
Yeah, those boxes were off.
I got dirty dishwater 2 times in a row, and then right after I got barf. I like tapped out after that. I was done. I was done.
It was pretty
I could deal with
gross.
Band-Aid and toothpaste, but not those two.
Happy Halloween, lovelies. Hi, everyone. Hi, Brim. Hi, Book Wyvern. Hi, I'm Mr. Duck. Hi, Aztec. Hi, Paper.
Hello, hello to each
Hi,
and every one of you.
everybody!
And thank you so much again for the sub, Brim.
And welcome to the
Ark is
spookiest
late,
night
I
of
know.
all.
Yeah, we know he's late.
Well, that's at least
And he's
one
probably
down
gonna
for
be
the bingo
Mino when he
card.
gets here.
So just a couple things I want to go over before we get into the business for tonight. First things first, how are my good adventurers doing?
Good, excited for level 8 this session.
Oh, well, I'm getting used to disappointing you guys at this point.
Yay.
Has everyone had a good, spectacular, spooktacular day?
Genuinely,
sleeping all
I'm a
day.
little bummed right now, and you know what? I'm gonna tell the chat why.
You know what? Go ahead, because I'm bummed too.
This has made me actually really sad. So chat, for whatever reason, the house that we live in, bunk. Thank you, Paper, for the bunk. For whatever reason, our house in particular, in like the near 5 years I've lived here, has never once had a trick-or-treater. We used to go all out when we first moved in, and like for the past few years, we've like tried to like make the house seem, you know, like, hey, like, we like, you know, we got candy, trick-or-treaters, yeah, we love Halloween. But no one ever comes. So this year we didn't actually set anything up, we left all the lights off, and we didn't actually buy a bag of candy. And of course, someone came and knocked on the door, and I feel like the biggest piece of shit right now, because this is the one year we didn't buy any candy, and I'm really sad about it. And
Well, you are a piece of shit. So.
yeah, I feel like a piece of shit right now. Hi,
When I
Grimseth.
tell you that the first year, I dressed up as the Phantom of the Opera, and I sat in the living room, music playing, bowl of candy. We didn't get one kid. After like 30 minutes, I was like, you know what? I'm sure I'll hear the knock, and I just went up to my room. Not one knock the whole night. It was so disheartening. And now this is somehow even worse.
This just makes me feel worse.
This feels bad. At least it was only like a few, like, just like, I guess a small group of kids, you know? Like, hopefully it won't be for the rest of the night.
I hope not. I feel so bad. You know what, next year, I don't care. We're gonna make our house known somehow. We're gonna figure out a way to make it known, and we're gonna...
sign.
We've done that! We've literally done that!
Yeah, we actually did have a sign the first year.
Get Springtrap at the door.
Was it light up?
It was not light up. It was just a regular Halloween sign.
Oh, well, you gotta make sure they can read it and be like, come around the corner.
But even when it was daylight out there, like, no one ever came.
I think people just like... I don't want to say too much, but...
No, well, you know what? Next year we'll make sure that we will be a noticeable place, and that we will give out lots of candy.
I'm getting an airline strip out, dude. If that's what it takes.
I will literally go sit in the yard and make sure people get candy.
No.
Kids, over
We gotta play
here.
another Strahd session next year.
Is it on a Thursday next year?
I don't fucking
No, I don't think so.
Can you imagine by next year you guys have not gotten out of Barovia? At that point, like
We're
each
still
character...
getting ready for the
you know what?
masquerade.
That'd be impressive.
Assuming your characters are still alive at that point, they'd be like banging their heads on the walls. I need to get out of this goddamn valley!
Yeah, that would suck.
Alright, well, just a couple things I want to go over. Now that we've gotten over a little rigmarole, we do have a certain giveaway going on at break for Tailspire code. That's right.
I thought that was next month.
Oh no, it's this month. It's for Halloween, the Spooktacular. And you could get a spooky gift, a haunted copy of Tailspire that comes with ghosts in it.
It comes with ghosts.
That means that means that
It's not included.
there is a virus. There's a Trojan horse on the code that we're
What?
gonna use.
No, there's
Not
not.
sponsored. Not sponsored.
Yeah.
Or is this sponsored?
This was given to us from Tailspire. It's courtesy
Is
of
it a
Tailspire.
sponsor? You can say
Does
that's
does that count as a sponsorship? I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
think so. I think more just like a partnership of sorts. You know what I mean?
More like a patronage.
Hold on, I want to check. I want to check if it's on the.
You scratch
If, I want to check if it's on the bingo card.
Bingo.
Uh-oh.
I did tell Andy that I tried to remind Andy in Facebook.
What if it was Goonspire and that's not on the bingo card, so it can't be listed.
And I said you already have a
You
point
checked.
for being late. Please don't make it two, buddy.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, we are giving away a copy of Tailspire tonight. It does not come with Ghost and it does not have a Trojan virus attached to it.
Oh, it comes.
It is courtesy, though, of Tailspire, so thank you, Tailspire.
Thank you, Tailspire. You're so cool. And you've always been good to us. And watch your back.
I'm Mr. Duck. To answer your question, I believe in our TTRPG section there are people that have organized games going on in there for them to play. I'm pretty sure there's like all kinds of TTRPG discussions in there, both for campaigns that are currently ongoing and for people looking to either DM or be part of one.
Oh, yeah.
Is Winnie crushing a kid's dream on the bingo card? Well, it is now!
Oh,
You know how it goes.
shut up, all you.
Ah!
God. Alright, well, let's get into inspiration real quick. Last week, the players all voted, and it was a unanimous... Oh
Oh,
my
there
God.
it is. There's
Could
the
it
wrong
be
reactive. Hi, Andy!
A ghostly ghost Andy and a haunted Mina? God,
Oh.
Andy,
I-
that's too boy.
I gotta tell you, Aztec is cleaning up tonight.
You did it on purpose, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I
Barovia-
knew it.
Specifically
Barovia,
because you
guys.
told me not to.
So you told him not to do it, so of course he's gonna do it.
Imagine if Gooning was still on the card. He'd probably already have bingo.
Yeah, maybe.
But
Does
we
Derek's
removed-
reactive count as Strahd making an appearance?
No, because then that's a bingo check every single time.
But I mean, he's on the screen right now.
Yeah, but
Hey,
he's not
listen,
here.
there is usually a
He
free
hasn't
space
done the
on
voice
every
yet.
bingo.
There's a chance that it won't be on the baby. It's shuffled, baby.
Or something. All right, so let's get back to talking about inspiration real quick. Last week, the players voted, and it was a unanimous agreement that Lucia deserved that inspiration for her big character moment of packing some heat.
Got him.
Of keeping that MFN thing on her. And the community voted over on Discord, and it was pretty unanimously hairy, but a close second place was Farron. Way to go, Farron!
Thank you.
Just kidding, you actually you beat her this week.
Lucia spins the gun. I'm the highwayman.
Hi,
I'm
Beacons
the
me.
highwayman.
Just like any man.
Yeah, exactly. God, it was so fun watching that at work. My phone almost blew up, but yeah.
Worth it.
Worth.
What do you mean your phone almost blew up?
Just heated up a lot. For like screen share.
Like the
and,
battery?
like, trying to text with people, yeah.
Lucia spins the gun, shoots her.
Well, she's new to the device, so we'll give her a pass. Okay, so let's get into a little bit of a recap from our very own Spooky Lobrin.
Spooky Lobrin.
Spooky
No.
Lobrin.
Lobrin is dead.
Lobrin.
That's my cue.
Also, Bookwinder said Halloween falls on a
Remember
Friday
stage
next
left.
year, so we're good.
Friday the 13th.
I was looking.
It'll be on
I
Fridays.
was looking for. I was looking for session recap.
Guys,
Scroll through the
Halloween is on 420 this year.
What?
Hell yeah.
What?
Session 32. The party spent another moment hesitating at the shrine, examining the ornate electrum sensor and questioning Zuleika about the shrine and Mother Night. After a moment, Lucia spoke aside with Esmeralda about taking out Zuleika, killing her off as a result of her actions to ensure she did not remain free in the wild. but first they focused on freeing the children. Favoryn received the keys and opened the cage, performing a little bit of magic to win the kids over, while Oberyn did some damage control to cajole out the other kids that Esmeralda had frightened. As Aragal retrieved the last of them, they returned to Kresk, sparing Zuleika for now. Upon arriving, they asked the children to be provided shelter, which the burgomaster agreed, and went to have them escorted to the abbot. Much of the party disagreed with this course of action, but after some of them admitted they had been infected by a werewolf bite, the burgomaster, it doesn't matter. It's tomato, I guess.
Technically Burgermeister, but
It might be Meister, because I remember Meister Burger.
Yeah, that's right.
From Year Without a Santa Claus. No, that was not Year Without a Santa Claus. That was, I think, Santa Claus Coming to Town.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Check out the movie. One foot in front of the other is a banger.
I agree.
So anyway, Burgomaster refused to let them leave with the children. As things got tense, Esmeralda stepped forward and admitted this was the best option for these children. Favoryn wept as they departed Kresk, being told not to return and that they would be attacked if they did as a result of their admitted lycanthropy infections. They returned to Van Richten's tower for the night, having a scroll that could undo lycanthropy, but there were only 2 copies. Esmeralda said she would head outwards to search for her own cure, hoping to use her resources in this place to cure herself as the ritual was cast upon Ark and Twyla. As the party began to settle in, Favoryn, who had stepped outside to collect herself, noticed eyes within the woods as she went back inside and informed the others. In the meantime, Lucia, Twyla, and Van Richten managed to get Lucia's gun working again. Afterwards, Twyla provided the first passages of Strahd's diary to the party, which provided information on him having killed his brother Sergei after a woman, Tatiana, became betrothed to him. He had loved Tatiana. Sergei.
The knight.
Is it Sergei or Sergei?
It's Sergei.
Okay. I know you are, but what am I?
Sir Straight? I tried. Continue.
There was a bit here for better comedians, but we fumbled it. He had loved Tatiana and made a pact with blood that ultimately killed his brother on his wedding day. After going to Tatiana, she spurned him again, throwing herself off a wall as he was, quote-unquote, killed, but essentially became a vampire. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of that. It was kind of a lot to piece together in a short window of time.
Yeah, it's the general gist is that, like, at this moment, his own guards were like, "His proclamation," and they shot him with arrows, and he quote-unquote died.
Yeah, and died. That's why I said killed, but yeah. But was reborn, basically. Alright, so armed with this new knowledge, the party began resting for the night, anticipating the ball the next evening, and that was where we left off.
The morning of the ball. Chun 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 chun.
We haven't done our long rest yet.
Yeah, we haven't done a long rest.
There's stuff we all wanted to do.
You guys are just setting up for the night. Van Richten is sort of rolling out some meager sheets. Let me change the music real quick.
We don't get to celebrate anymore. We could have had a zombie werewolf. Yeah, I mean, technically that's what Ark would have been, if you think about it.
I still think that would have been awesome. I kind of wish Ark.
It wouldn't though.
It would. It'd be kind of cool.
It would have been cool. So yeah, Van Richten's already
cool.
getting ahead of himself, rolling out some bedrolls and whatnot. And as he's doing so, he's just gonna kind of look between each of you a little bit, and his eyes are gonna fall on you, Lucia, and he's gonna say, "You did some pretty impressive work tonight. And for my part, I won't be sleeping tonight. I'll be working on, getting that little piece of yours its final touches. And hopefully by the morning you'll have what you need."
Heard.
Wow, he's gonna take a point of exhaustion though, guys. Just keep that in mind.
Who the fuck cares?
Oh.
Winnie will take care of that.
Huh?
He's
Huh?
he's gonna walk over to you, Twyla, and he's gonna say, "Normally I would ask for your company to help keep my mind focused, but I'd prefer to see you rest, covered. How does that bite feel?"
Well, I'm gonna... Where did I get bit exactly?
You got bit on the shoulder.
Shoulder. I'm gonna reach up by my shoulder and kind of feel around and then accidentally bump into Dollop as I do so.
He's gonna bite your finger a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's fine. I still don't feel any different.
Well, maybe I should take a look at the wound to make sure it's not infected.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
or another time. Another time is fine. Another. Excuse me.
But- Oh.
And he's just gonna continue rolling out the bedrolls, a little red in the face.
I could keep
And-
you company a little because I need to study this book a little before bed.
Ooh, company. Okay, guys, we gotta sleep downstairs.
This is a wonderful apartment.
Company. Oh.
Everyone just
Is
gets
it-
a fucking mustache all of a sudden and starts twiddling it like company.
Is it
Oh.
Logren gets a second mustache.
Is it Pillow
Mustache
Princess
gets
if
a
her
mustache.
head's in a book?
No, his mustache just grows even bigger. It goes even longer, and it starts to curl at the tip.
I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer to that.
What was it?
Is it a Pillow Princess if her head's in a book?
Oh man.
Oh my god!
A book princess. That doesn't have the same ring to it.
Doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Way to look uninterested, Winter. Or
Get it- get him-
uninterested, Twyla. Both tried his best, and you're just like,
Get it-
turn to page 3.
Get in between the sheets twice in that case.
But
We are not in our best form tonight, but props. We get points for trying.
No, that was
We all
good.
know
That was
now
good.
Octavio
That
gives
was
better
funny.
bites.
That was fucking.
this is so sad.
Somebody
Curse of
chuckle.
Strahd's crew's last session alive. What do you mean, Quentin?
I mean, it's
He's not
Halloween.
talking
what
about it.
better- what
It's the
better
last
session to
time.
end it?
And he's going to finish up laying out the bedrolls, and he's gonna just kind of squint his eyes at Vasilka a little bit, and he's gonna say, lean over to you, Lucy, and he's gonna say, reckon she needs one.
Yeah. Need the what? I zoned out for a second thinking about something.
He's talking about Vasilka.
He's talking about
Oh.
Vasilka.
Needing
Like
like a
getting a
bedroll.
cure. Oh yeah. Yeah. I need one. It'll work.
Huh. And it's just gonna roll out one more. At this point, it's pretty tightly packed all around where the elevator platform is.
Slumber party.
And he's gonna step onto the platform itself, preparing to go down to his greater workshop proper. And he's just gonna kind of clear his throat a little bit and go, if anyone should need me, he's gonna look to Twyla and he's gonna say, you guys know where to find me. And then the platform begins lowering.
Make sure to wipe your mouth before you talk to us.
Oh god.
Like I said, I need to make a character that fits my personality more.
That would be really
Up
funny.
in a monastery.
My next character will be a clown.
How's Vasilka looking? Is she alright?
Vasilka is like sees all of you kind of settling down for bed for the night, getting your like some of you were like removing armor, some of you like kind of getting yourselves on your bedrolls and whatnot, and she just sort of like sits down with her knees in front of her on the bedroll that's been laid out, and it looks a little bit like vacant, like she's not exactly sure what to do with it.
Also, I just realized really quick, Dollop can't exist inside here, can he?
Yes, that bite you felt was a phantom bite because you're so
Oh.
used to how he would act.
It was the spirit of Dollop, got it.
Yes, you've gotten such a bond with Dollop that you feel bites when he's not even there.
Ugh. It's just like Maya.
Damn.
I keep forgetting about the anti-magic field.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know if Vasilka would even, like, function inside here or not.
Vasilka's still in there, and she's very much her own thing at
Alright.
this point.
I think I'm gonna go over to her and say, so, this is pretty easy. All you have to do is lay down on it. And I'm gonna lay down on it and show her. And I'm gonna say like this. And then I'm gonna get up and scooch over and say, now you try.
She's going to lay down on it just the way you did, but then stand up just the way you did, and then
Oh.
gesture to it just the way you did.
Oh, so the first step of what I just did, the first part, the laying down, and I motion laying down, just stay like that all night.
She lays back down, but her eyes are like wide open. She's looking up at you as like almost expectingly.
Like, you're doing a good job. That's great. That's great. Just close your eyes. And I close my eyes to show her. And try to relax. She probably doesn't know what the fuck that means. But maybe she'll close her eyes.
Maybe she does or doesn't, but she does close her eyes. If briefly.
Alright.
Huh.
I'm gonna mosey back over to my corner in the window here.
All right. And for Arigado's part, he's sort of like leaning back against the wall. He's got a sort of like almost like a bandana, like handkerchief that he's kind of like placed over his eyes, and he's just kind of leaning back against the wall. Whether or not he's asleep or not, it's hard to tell, but he's quite still. You guys anything you guys want to do before the long rest happens?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
But no,
Well,
you guys go ahead
You're
first.
doing stuff.
No, go ahead. No, I want to hear what you want to do.
No,
Yeah,
no.
ooh.
I would like to go last.
I want to hear you first.
No, why? I want to. Don't you want to talk to Argal, maybe?
No, I want to hear what you want to do.
Oh man. Well, the first thing I'd like to say, like, to everyone is just, before we attend tomorrow's evening, what do you think we should try to show Vasilka? Like, what more can we do to keep the deal with the abbot?
Oh, Lobran clears his throat. She's not really going to learn, any of the proper language or conversational elements or complexities of the society from which Strahd comes from. Then perhaps she should at least learn the simple courtesies of a ball.
I think that's a great idea. Wouldn't someone like you know exactly those things?
Oh no.
Well, for me, of course, I did go through the formal training and all. I wasn't exactly paying attention, but I'm sure there's enough still retained up in the old cranium to impart my wisdom upon the young Vasilka here.
Tell you what, you help me teach Vasilka some proper courtesy and manners, and I'll teach you some more magic.
Okay, sure. I'm not doing it for the magic. I'm doing it for the sake that we don't get all killed by Strahd when he sees through this ruse, but, the magic's
That might still
nice
happen
too.
anyway.
Well, to be fair, I think that might happen regardless, but...
Well, we're adding more reasons to with this, but...
As long as we keep our end of the bargain, right?
Yes. I read somewhere that keeping your end of the bargain is generally a good thing to do.
Oh yeah? Where'd you read that?
Oh
It was
my
in a
God.
book I read once.
What was it called?
The bargain bin, if you would.
I don't remember. It had like a navy blue cover on it, and it had like 200, 300 pages.
I'm rolling
something
insight
like
on that.
200
Catcher in
pages
the
to say
Rye.
that keeping your end of the bargain is good.
Can I roll insight on that? Or do I even
Did
need
you roll
to?
insight on it?
Yeah, you can roll
He-
insight if you
Like, do I even need to? Or
Strahd, art of the
I
deal.
mean, he sounds like he's being genuine, but he clearly doesn't remember where he read it. Like, it doesn't.
All right, you don't have to roll
I'm
insight.
gonna
If
squint my eyes and go,
If that's what you would have
uh-huh.
gotten off of an insight roll anyway.
Yeah, like that's like a 5. I would have let you pass it.
Gonna say, like, I don't think that's even necessary, honestly, with that dialogue.
Yeah.
Poor guy, he's trying. He's trying.
Well,
Um,
at least we've got a little time to think on it. And I'm gonna pick up the diary and go, I'm going to see if I can figure out a little more of this before tomorrow, just in case there's any more we need to uncover or be prepared for. I don't know, maybe there's something in here that could even help us while we're in Ravenloft itself.
Excuse me. Oh my god.
But, it's time for some studying. Everyone get some shut-eye, and I'm gonna go downstairs.
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, you don't sleep. Except for you, Ark. I hope you have a good stay.
Ark, without how you can see his expression, he's just like glaring at you, probably.
Just like,
All right.
I think that when I sit in my little window corner, I think I'm gonna druidcraft again a yellow tulip.
Magic does not work in this particular zone.
Yeah, the anti-magic field.
I know.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I know that's a.
But I
pain in the-
drew
Hi,
a craft
Falco.
last time.
That's true.
Yeah,
that
that
happened
was-
in the tower.
That was no. Actually, that was. I think that was while you were outside of the tower. I thought.
No, that was in the tower.
Arabal was asleep. That was just a mishap.
Well,
then, I
that one
guess.
was a mistake.
Well, maybe you just had flowers on your person. That seems like a favorite thing to do.
I think it was Wild
Maybe.
Magic Surge, like just randomly.
Just
that
a
permeated the
wild
tower.
magic surge.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Let's just
This anti-magic
say,
build is going to be the death of me, man. I'll tell you.
let's say I just made an extra one, and
Fricka.
I don't think I'm gonna get much sleep tonight. I only need like 4 hours, realistically. It's the first time I'm saying this, and I didn't want to sound like Alvaro this whole campaign.
Huh.
But
Me in college.
I think for a while, I'm just gonna kind of sit there as I like quietly watch the room and just.
As you're
Hold
watching the
flower.
room, and otherwise, unless I'm mistaken, being somewhat wistful, there is a voice that kind of comes from underneath a thin layer of bandana that's been placed over a particular face that just kind of breaks the silence and says, "You know, a long face looks quite unusual on you. It's not suiting."
I don't really know how else to act right now.
You know, that's fair enough. We've had a hard day. I don't think you'll be happier if you make yourself a more tired version of the Faerun we've all come to tolerate.
That's not the word I'd use.
Lucia, go to bed!
She'll let out, I guess, a forced laugh at that.
You see? There you go. That's more like it.
One day, I want to go back. I need to go back one day. When this is all said and done, when we do what we've set out to do, I want to make sure they're okay.
Faerun, for what it's worth, I think that's a most noble goal. But the valley, when you've been here long enough, you come to find that it has a way of disappointing you with these things. I would love to go back, but I don't think they're going to let us back in there. You understand?
I think Faerun is trying to like get a grip on the reality that, I mean, for the most time that she's been here, you know, things have been getting harder and it's been a struggle for her to deal with, but I think this is probably the hardest that it's been for her. This is something that's hit her the hardest. Which is why she is so, like, kind of why she did have that little bit of a breakdown. So I guess she would probably respond with, you know, I know that it's horrible here, and I know that everything sucks all the time. I thought I was getting used to it, but this is something that I didn't plan on having to get used to. This is something I didn't expect to... It's a choice I didn't expect to make. And I know I'll be fine. Eventually I'll feel better, but for right now it just... It hurts. It really hurts.
Well, I can understand that much. I'm not proud to say it, but I've had to make my peace with some very ugly things to protect people I care about. And in the process, there have been times where I think to myself that perhaps I've lost some small fragments of a younger version of myself. One that was gentler, kinder, maybe. But then, you know, I spend time with you and your clumsy group of ne'er-do-wells, and I find myself almost fond of your naivete and your bravery and your kindness, enough so that you would put yourself at great peril for the sake of children that you did not even know were still alive. And so, maybe not all is lost yet.
Those are some really nice words, but I think really this group is just stupid and reckless.
I agree with you on this one. But that is not all you are. No, you are.
No.
You are enjoyable to be around sometimes. And you're brave also. And perhaps you could do some real good in this valley. Lord knows it does not see enough of it.
I hope so. I've been trying. She's gonna look over and say, "Is it okay if I sleep next to you tonight?"
He kind of like, at this point, the bandana is off his face and he's peering at you with one eye open. And he kind of almost reaches over as though he intended to put a hand on your shoulder, but then he like kind of recoils a little bit and has pursed lips. And he says, of course, if that would comfort you.
I don't want to be alone. I want to be... It's just nice sometimes to have someone close to you, you know?
He doesn't say anything, but he nods a little bit. And it's subtle, but there's a little bit of like inching closer almost.
Well, I'll get my big booby ass up and... No, I'm just kidding. I'll just shift out of my... I guess I was sort of near him, so I guess I'll shift away from my corner and closer to him. Did you just gasp, Winter?
Yeah, because Strahd gave us viewer inspiration.
Oh, I was like, I didn't think it was that crazy what I did.
No,
Gotta
that
get a
was
little
just a very
closer to
kind
him.
We're
gesture.
sitting
was like,
next to
what?
Araga? Oh my god.
gosh,
Dude. What would your parents say?
Ooh.
Hold his hand.
What? No. Don't even say
I'm
it.
going to probably lean up against the wall next to him. And then I'm gonna see how I mean, like, I don't think Favorite's really gonna be thinking about it. I think she's just in a moment of vulnerability where she's just gonna put her head... She's much shorter than him, probably. She's only 5'3".
He's a pretty tall guy.
So she's probably gonna not even put her head on his shoulder, but against his arm, and then just try to go to sleep and see if he'll... I guess we'll see if he lets it happen.
There's a definite tenseness that happens at first, but he doesn't recoil. It kind of eases after a moment. And
She's just gonna fall asleep holding the tulip.
And as you fall asleep, there's a very sort of hushed kind of last few words from Argyle as he says, Aaron, you stay just the way you are. You understand?
Oh, I don't get to hear that!
That's all right. All right, unless anyone else... Oh, wait, Twilight, you wanted to do something.
Yes, but I can wait until anyone else wants to do something first.
I
I'm
just
gonna
want to
gnaw on
make
the
note
brick of
that
the
Ark watched all of that happen, probably.
Ark was sitting there with a bag
I
of popcorn.
forgot Ark doesn't sleep.
Well, no, Ark is just watching out the window silently.
Did you say Ark was
definitely
gnawing
heard
on
all
the
of it.
wall?
Maybe just a little bit.
Can we catch that? Yeah.
I don't know how
I knew
good
you
your
fucking said that.
perception is, but
Ark bites the curb 4K.
Eris, thank you so much for the 5-stream watch streak, and
Ark
also
is
I missed this.
drywall.
Gruda, thank you so much for the 7-stream watch streak, and Falco, thank you for the hydrate sippy. There we go.
There we go.
All right. What order are we going in? Anyone else want to do anything before the long rest that you're getting? Much deserved long rest?
Nothing
Ark is
comes
just
to
staring
mind.
pensively out the window, not gnawing on the wall.
Trying very hard to
it!
ignore
He's
everything
not
else.
eating the
Gnawing on
drywall.
wall, Ark.
I'm going to bed again. I'm taking the bed again. Taking the
God
bed.
damn it, Lowbred.
Fucking taking the bed.
Red privileges.
Red
It's
privileges
like, well,
for the
nobody
noobs.
else is going to. Oh my light! I just realized I turned off my torch.
I'm a very
Once
big
Lowbred walked
boned,
away, I was like, it's so dark over
very
here.
big boned warrior. I need a lot of room.
If Rolf were here, he would want me to have the bed. You don't want me to think about that, do you?
Oh my
Do you?
god.
Will you, Lucia?
I wish I could turn back time just to kill you.
I didn't actually say any of that. I was fucking Winter juxtaposing with dialogue.
Yeah, but that's what just Lucia's saying to you. Like, that's her good night.
She's
Lucia
sleep
just
talking.
actually said it.
Oh no.
What? How dare you?
What are you talking about?
What the
Lover
hell is
gets-
happening to you? Are you
It's the
possessed?
Halloween possession.
You're hearing things,
episode.
Lobren.
Nothing, Logan.
Alright.
Go to bed.
That's
I'm
like not
going
really
to-
crazy.
I'm going to low bed.
Low bed.
Oh, God.
Come on, man.
Downstairs, we
Bed.
hear a distant thump, 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 thump,
That
Oh,
one
come
picture
on.
is about to become
thump,
prevalent
thump,
again.
thump, thump,
The
thump,
gentle
thump,
thumping rocks
thump.
me to sleep.
Sorry.
The gentle thumping rocks.
The
you
big
just-
thump.
You had like a
little-
weird
the
syncopated
thumping's
rhythm
a little
going on there.
erratic, but it does settle down at a.
This
at
is
an
too
even
no.
pace.
This is
That's
too
like
much
the thing.
detail. This is too,
Then-
this is AO3 level
Listen,
detail.
before any of that happens, I do actually need to speak to him.
And then you hear, oh, that never happens to me before.
Oh my god.
You know, it's just been a while. You know.
Oh my
You just hear him
god.
going.
All right.
Just hear him going. Want to stake the vampire?
Jesus Christ.
Lowbred is asleep. Gerard, this is your demise.
Is it okay if I refer
And
to
he
you as
just
Strahd?
snores in the middle of
Is
it.
it okay if I refer to you as
Oh my god.
This is awful.
I didn't hear that
I'm
right,
sorry.
did I?
I'm sorry. Okay. Let's actually cut to Twyla, who has gone down to the second level.
weird white noise?
I'm sorry, lovelies.
There are 4 levels to this particular tower. The first one that you guys passed looks very unstable. The wood's mostly rotted. The second
Probably
one has a
Strahd.
bit of oh god, has a bit of a workshop going for it. There's like a little mini like stove forge. There's like a big old table, all manner of tools, and there you find them as you come on down. There's no way to do so sneakily. Those golems are making quite the noise as they're pulling the chains.
They're doing their best.
He turns and he gives you a sort of soft bow of his head. And he says, "Somehow I'm not surprised that you didn't choose to get a full night's rest."
Well, I need the company. If that's okay, if you're busy working, then I don't have I could go when she like gestures back up.
No, as a matter of fact, I was just praying to the gods for someone smarter than myself to help me. And here you are.
After today, I definitely wouldn't say that.
Well, you're still standing here. You have to be some manner of capable person to face down a whole cave of werewolves and come out alive.
She walks over to him at this point, and is there like a place where I can like set the diary down, or?
Yeah, there's a very large table that
Okay.
he's got like a number of like little iron filaments, like what looks to be casings, things like that. It's clear he works here frequently.
You say bring his dialysis machine?
Oh come
No,
on,
so I don't know who said that. Who said that?
guys, knock it off!
Clearly
Spaceman
not
Zingo, what a dick.
Ban
I
him!
know, right?
Ban him!
No, don't ban him, but like
I know. I would honestly
Consider
mod him.
banning him.
You know, like we should give him a pill to help out, but I don't know if that would mess with his heart.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, actually, fun fact about sildenafil, aka Viagra, it is a
Oh
heart
Oh my
medicine.
god!
It's a heart medicine. That's how it
Are we
started.
doing this right now? We're
that's
talking
a
about
Soaster.
Hey, you
Damn,
had to
Peg.
chip in for that.
guys. This stream brought to you by
By
Cialis.
Viagra.
Don't
Yeah.
let life drag you down.
Aztec's about to ban Spaceman Zingo. He got it.
Yeah,
Eject him from the ship,
Um,
Falco says.
So
No.
you place the tome down.
I place it down and I walk up and I say, it wasn't smart at all, though. It was incredibly foolish. So many of us got hurt and, you know, I don't know. Now Esmeralda's hurt too and she's gone.
Now listen, you should see the manner of injuries that Esmeralda brings upon herself when she's not around capable people. It's a good thing you were there. I've told her many times that she's too reckless. One day she's going to find out for herself. And I'm afraid I won't be there to help when it happens.
I don't know. And she sits down and takes a pause before just kind of saying, I just
he
wish I
kinda-
could have been smarter about it.
He kind of sidles up next to you a little bit and places a hand on your shoulder in sort of a gentle, affectionate way. And he says, if you could have been smarter about it, then I don't think there's any hope for the rest of us. You're being too hard on yourself. And right now you need rest, in one form or another.
Maybe so, but there's still some work to be done. Do you mind if I stay here for a little bit while I study this book?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact.
King,
We
thank
get
you
to
for
watch
the
the
sub.
fun part. And he reaches into a little chest that he's got, and he pulls out like a fistful of what looks to be like silver chains, little like a fistful of like rings and whatnot. And he just kind of like jingles it in his hand a little bit as he throws it into a little almost like a little bowl, a crucible atop his little forge stove. And he just kind of gives you a bit of a wolfish grin. He says, might seem wasteful, but it's not much silver to go around these parts. You have to make do with what you have.
It's so incredible how you're able to just do all of this. And she gestures to everything. She goes, how did you learn?
I had the privilege of surviving most of my many mistakes.
Oh, hold up. Did we,
What's up?
did we...
Audio cut?
Yeah, did we fade?
It sounds like it was a hiccup.
Snake! Snake!
Are we
Well,
good?
back to what you were saying.
Yeah, we're
Sorry.
good.
Rictavio lowered his pants to the...
Oh my god. No, he says, I had the privilege of surviving most of my former mistakes, of which I've had many. And, well, they add up. And when you're in a place like this, you have to make do with very little. I'm afraid to say that you have to, or at least I thought once, that you had to get used to having very little to lose. It's neither here nor there.
What of a tear.
I've always meant to ask, but how exactly did you end up here?
As he goes back to the table while he's like carrying on the conversation with you, and he started working the forge a little bit, stoking the coals, and getting to his table, getting some pliers and all that. And he says, I've lived a whole life before I came here. And not all of it was what I had hoped it to be. I won't say I regret the path I've come down, but I don't think it's what a younger version of me would have wanted for myself. Perhaps that's all I should say about it.
I'll just look to him, like, with, like, a solemn understanding and go, well, for what it's worth, I'm at least happy I could have gotten to meet you.
Casts you a sort of, like a sidelong glance as he's working. There's a grin. And he kind of nods a little bit and says, I feel the same way. But listen, if you're going to put yourself in danger like that again, next time, I want to be there. Do you understand? It's not fair for me to ask of you these incredible things and not be at your side when you're in danger. It seems fair.
I don't think it's fair that you should risk yourself to get hurt just for me.
Well, like, sort of comes with a job description.
Well, to be fair, you are a bit more capable, especially with a sword, than I am, so... Not that I would argue.
Maybe I would have said that once, but you've grown into quite the formidable little thing.
Well, I wouldn't say that, and she points to her shoulder where she was bit, which, I forget, like, did it leave a scar or anything?
Mine did.
Yeah, because
I'll
Lucia
say
got
that-
a mark.
I'll say there is certainly faint puncture wounds left. Not to say it's necessarily a scar. I mean, it's healed, but anything that heals fast tends to scar quickly, at least for a time. It's not a deep scar. It doesn't look like something that'll be for your entire life, but there's certainly evidence there of a bite. It was a vicious bite from a very large creature.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
Yeah. And as he's kind of
That was
rifling
fucked up,
through
Derek.
his chest, I'm not sorry. As he's kind of rifling through his chest again, he pulls out a another larger silver chain. It's kind of like chain links almost, like small chain links. And at the end of it, there's like a little sapphire. And he kind of looks at it a little bit, and he says, "Around these parts, you have to get used to having nothing to lose. But maybe some things are just too important." And he kind of like, he's saying this as he's like looking at the silver chain. And he kind of walks over to you a little bit and clasps it around your neck right over where the scar is. He says, "What do you think? Should we keep that one?"
Really?
"Only if you like."
She's gonna give him like a really tight, big hug. And she goes, "I'd be honored. It's
He
beautiful."
returns it.
I'm not sorry. Someone clipped that.
He returns it, and as he does so, he says, "Well, at least this way we can make sure nothing else is biting you there."
Well, I sure hope not. That was enough trauma, at least for now. And she kind of laughs a little bit.
Don't worry, he'll bite you on the other side of the neck.
Well,
It's a necklace. It goes around both sides.
Whoa.
now, let's say you help me maybe with a little bit of light reading. And she like gestures to the diary with like a kind of face.
Kind of like, he kind of waggles his eyebrows at you and says, "I thought you'd never ask." He goes over to his table. "What say we call the night, assuming that eventually you'll go to bed so that you get benefits of a long rest?"
Just so
Yeah,
that
you know,
eventually-
Eventually.
Oh my god.
But do I need to roll any kind of check for this book again?
Yeah, the book itself, I'm gonna have you roll a,
They're actually just gonna do some reading.
an athletics check. No, I'm kidding.
It could
Oh, yeah,
be.
the book.
It could be both, maybe, right?
Yeah, roll a grappling check. No, I'm kidding.
Oh. An athletics check. Oh God.
No performance.
So that you really are like vigorously reading.
Con save.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on down there?
My God.
Wild magic table?
Okay, as far as the
Wild
book
magic
goes,
surge.
yeah, roll a intelligence check if you wouldn't mind.
Intelligence.
He's a Barovian guy. What the fuck is happening?
Fuck me.
Whoa.
Damn it. That's not good.
I will give you my inspiration.
What? No.
The book. You want the book? Read the book.
Are you sure?
Strahd is a night about giving. Plus, we have like inspiration
Is that what
up
Strahd's about?
the ass.
Okay, thank you, Lucia.
Yeah, like
Don't fuck me.
Strahd wanted happiness, so his brother Sergei
God.
gave him a dead body, so his wife was available.
Oh my god.
It's gonna take me forever to decode this stupid book.
You can't seem to make... for as much as Strahd's a bastard, he's pretty good at writing in code.
Burn book.
This is pretty hard to decipher. It's hard to crack. And it seems as though Rudolph's in the same state. He's just kind of like got his brow furrowed and says, "I'm sure if I spent more time with this, I might be able to get somewhere with it. But as it stands, I think that first passage is all we're getting for tonight."
Do you think it's best if I leave it here? Since we're going to the masquerade.
Well, do you feel like it offers any such protection, power?
It definitely does, but what if he takes it from me?
Well, then we're dead anyway.
You're all very capable. And the way I see it, I think you've probably all had enough of being at his mercy. If you're going to go down swinging with every advantage you have.
You're right. So I'll take the book back. Attune to it.
Speaking of my language.
And yeah, can we just end with like, I don't know, a fade to black or something?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
no,
we're gonna have you describe exactly what happened.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all.
Bouncing and bouncing and bouncing.
This channel's 18 plus for a reason. Speak your heart.
God.
Chapter 1. No, I'm kidding. Alright, so the daybreak reaches you all. And It's not so much that the sun blinds you, because it doesn't really do that around these parts. But it's at least daylight. Excuse me, I ate a maraschino cherry. Although it's the oddest thing, as you all awake, most of you feeling right as rain. Right back to your old selves. Rejuvenated, almost.
It's funny because I took no damage yesterday in my form.
Well, now you're
Lucia?
mentally satisfied.
I feel great.
Lucia and Faerun only. Neither of you benefit from any of the benefits of a long rest. You get no spells back, no health back, no nothing.
Wait, who?
Lucia and Faerun.
Why?
I don't know.
Heard resetting my spells, and I'm back to having 50 health, 50 HP.
Wait, why did we not get anything?
Not sure.
Nothing
and
happened to us!
Oh
And
my god.
as you guys awake,
What?
you two in particular get this feeling of like you've been sleeping. Your eyes were closed, but then you open your eyes once again, and it's like you weren't asleep at all. It just feels exactly the same as you were before you went to bed. Both of you gain a level of exhaustion.
What?
Heard.
Yeah, you don't get the long rest, you get a point of exhaustion. Oh, fuck.
Why?
Heard.
I'm
What
so
did I do?
confused.
I know,
What?
I think I have an idea.
I don't know.
I'm very confused too, so
DM
I'll
has
have to figure.
something
Yeah,
going on,
right.
but let's
I was
hear
like, what are you describing? This is no different than how I already sleep.
I have an idea, but I don't think it makes sense for Lucia specifically, but is it possible that this is because you guys didn't leave sufficient offerings at the statue?
Very well could be.
It could be, but I left something so important to me.
We both did take pretty valuable items.
We did steal from it, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys both
yeah.
took.
You didn't
We
leave
need
something
two.
exceeding the value of what.
Mother
I
Knight
do.
says you ain't fucking.
And you go to that
Like, do
marshmallow.
I have no spell slots, or just like the same as I had yesterday before I
The
went to bed?
the same as you had yesterday before. You just don't rejuvenate any of your spell slots.
Okay, well, thank God I didn't take any
Or
fucking
your wild save.
damage yesterday.
Well, that
Dear
level of
God.
exhaustion fucking sucks.
Yes.
What
Yeah,
does
that's
it
gonna
do
be-
when you
that's
move it?
disadvantage.
What is
Wait
that
a
disadvantage
second.
on all skill checks?
Disadvantage on all skill checks, and I believe the next one is going to be halved movement.
Wait, does this mean you can only sleep during the day?
They might
No.
only be able to sleep during the day if Mother Knight's like, kind of at their throats at
Either
night.
that or they're just cursed in general.
Yeah.
And, like, it doesn't matter when they sleep,
Quick,
they're not getting
quick,
anything.
put your stuff back. Put it back at the thing.
So we all just talked about this out of character, so now let's talk about it in character.
Yeah, let's
I'll
do
be
it.
right back.
I'm assuming I fell asleep, like, on the floor in Barrington's workshop.
Wake up in a pillow.
Yeah, and our yes, fair enough. The platform is still on your level. Aragal is up. He's kind of stretching his arms over his head and going, "Oh, this is much better." All right, up and at them, everyone. How's everyone feeling? Vasilka is still laying on the ground. Her eyes are wide open, and he just
Oh,
kind of
God.
looks at her and he goes, "Ooh, it's a little unsettling."
Lucia,
Everyone
like,
else.
she's
look up-
trying to act spry and just like rubbing the bags in her eyes. Honestly, I felt like nothing happened.
I don't feel like
It's like I blinked and it's the next day.
I didn't. I fell asleep, but it doesn't feel like I slept at all.
You know, I have nights like that.
slept great. Let me just say
Shut the fuck up.
No, like I was sleeping really comfortably, but I feel like I'm just as weak as I was when we went to bed yesterday.
I think you rode too hard, Faerun.
Do anything, Lucia.
We were on
I
the other
knew.
side of the room from you, Lucy.
Yeah.
Can I? Ugh.
Well, perhaps it was just a bad night of rest for you, both of you. It's not really the most comfortable lodgings.
Sounds
Something. I don't.
odd.
It feels. Something feels wrong.
Does this feel wrong, Derek? Like to us? Like, is it like maybe I slept wrong,
It
or
feels
does it feel like
dramatically
something?
unnatural. And not only
Yeah,
that,
like-
just before waking, you felt yourself passing into like horrid states of nightmares just before you woke.
Okay.
It's very much not natural. It's not natural to wake up from a full night of sleep more tired than when you fell asleep.
Yep.
Honestly,
cursed.
that was a
Christina,
shit sleep.
Did you have any nightmares right before you woke up?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
It was rough. I think we may have caused ill favor from the Night Mother.
Ooh. Lobern strokes his chin. Yes, I suppose that would make some sense.
What if we go when we put the? What if I put the diamonds back?
Well, I can't put my gun back.
Well then, what if this happens to you every night? You can't just sleep during the day.
Then I'm on a time limit to kill the fucker.
Lucia, we're level 7!
Yes, I know. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mother Night, yes, I think that was a bad idea to disturb.
Can I
the
roll
shrine.
something like to surmise, like if I can, like if I'm confident that this is because of the night who?
Yeah, may I try a religion?
Oh, I'm just gonna latch onto it as a theory because Lobern's gonna Lobern.
Yeah, like I mean, it sounds like it's a good theory. Like if I heard that, that would definitely pique my interest.
Give
but I
it
don't
your
know
best
what I would-
shot. You can roll religion. You can roll arcane.
Get
on
into
this.
the water like a skipping stone. Oh, it fucking bounced off the tower. 18.
You can roll arcane.
Arcana.
Disadvantage.
I'm an arcana. I live
I'm
in
gonna
the
guide
Amazon.
myself as well. So that's an 18 plus 3, so 21
You're
with disadvantage.
that was with disadvantage, right? Damn.
Yeah,
Um,
the other one was a 21 naturally.
although you don't know a tremendous amount about Mother Night in particular, you have heard in your travels about specific sacred and hallowed grounds that have a little repercussion if they are sullied.
Is it permanent repercussion? Would I know that?
You don't know that.
You know... Hold on.
Shit.
Which is...
You know, hold on.
yeah, because I was checking something. Ugh.
Violet!
And she like perks up from the ground. I think a few levels below, like rubs her eyes a little, going, "Oh, what's that Baron?
Might want to go check on her.
I'm just
Is everything okay? Did anything happen?"
Hold on. All right, hold on. And he gets up from lying down. He gets onto the platform. Just kind of rubbing his temples a little bit. And as you get on, presuming you do, he goes, and they begin. The golems begin pulling the chains, pulling you up to the top floor. And Aragal is kind of looking between everyone. His brows a little furrowed. He looks a little troubled by this. He says, "I should have figured there would have been some manner of curse work involved here. There's always a catch."
Have anything for it?
No.
Anything at least for the exhaustion?
I've got a flask of whiskey.
Good enough.
Will that work?
give me that anyway.
All right. And he passes
The
it over to
drink
you.
something. And then I'm gonna pass it back to him. I'd wait for Twilight to come up.
And he just kind of shakes a little bit and says, too early. And then he passes it to Lucia.
She'll, against her better judgment, take a swig.
I just took a swig. It's not like I'm
First time she's ever drunk.
Oh my god!
Rudolph.
I would like to partake as well, if I may.
No.
And he'll reach for the bottle.
I want Argal to be like, enough for you.
She'll toss it above. She'll toss it above Lobern to Aragorn.
Argal takes it, kind of like quirks her brow, and then says, "Hey, so suit yourself. This is no way to start the day," but he passes it to Lobern.
I agree, a bit hostile, and he gazes at Lucia and then
I
take
meant
a
the
swig.
whiskey. Whatever.
Oh no, I love starting my day like this.
Hey, we didn't sleep, so it's still 9 o'clock for us.
Good point.
Is Twilight here yet?
Yeah, I imagine we're
5 o'clock.
coming up, right?
Yeah, You're at the top floor. Rudolph is kind of like looking between everyone. He looks a little
Hey,
bit
5
haggard.
p.m.
I'm
was
gonna
20
go.
hours ago.
Hair
You
quite
guys
tousled.
were cursed.
Well, all right, let's not be dramatic.
Me and
Just had-
Lucia are cursed.
You mean-
Cursed.
What do you mean, Kurt? You didn't get bitten.
No, but we took from the Mother of Night, and we didn't sleep, and we didn't get well rested, and we both had nightmares right before we woke up, and they were probably the same nightmares, even though I didn't ask. And I feel like I didn't
Even though.
regenerate anything.
Well, that doesn't sound
Even-
encouraging.
Even though I didn't ask.
What about you, Lucia? Do you concur?
About specifically? Sorry, I'm trying to just think about how to cure exhaustion. I looked at my spells. Repeat what you said.
Do you feel as though you're cursed?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Do you have any more scrolls?
Do you feel as if you're
Do
cursed?
we have a scroll remove curse? I don't have it in my
I
inventory.
myself have a singular solution to one of your problems. I can't
Oh,
take
boy.
care of both of you.
I'm gonna look to Van Richten and I'm gonna go, what can we do? What are you thinking?
Well, this is one of the greater spells I know. I can only do it once.
Like
You're going
once
to have
per
to
day?
make a choice. For some time. Eventually, I'll be able to help the other, but... Look, I don't like this position either. You're just going to have to make a choice.
I look to Lucia. What do we do?
You take it.
But you can also heal and stuff.
You
as
can heal
well.
too, and you can also take a lot more hits than me. I'm in the back. You're in the front most of the time. I have a gun. I don't need spells.
I agree. Faerun, you should take it, and Lucia, you take this. And he's gonna hand her the alcohol again.
She'll take it.
Lucia, don't
Swig.
drink any more of that. This is your first time drinking. You're not gonna feel drunk until like an hour in, and then you're gonna be a mess.
Argyle's just kind of gonna, like, nod a little bit. He's gonna say, no, you should take it.
Oh
You know,
my
I
God.
was weaned on that stuff very young, and I can tell you, it's done nothing but wonders for
If
me.
I'm gonna die drunk.
There you go. That's exactly
Look-
my thought.
Lovern
That's
just points.
That's actually a really good expression, Lucia.
Lovern just points to Aragorn and goes, "This guy gets it."
Oh, yes, indeed, I get it.
Give them both a gun?
So,
Play Russian roulette.
what is this spell that you have? Will it uncurse me?
Well, it'll do a fair bit more than that. I don't cast this very often, and it takes a good amount of work.
Do you have diamonds?
Do you
I
see
need
that
to
in
kill
character?
you for this. No.
Because he... Okay, well then he
I
will.
was gonna say, well,
I'm
I
going
will
to
say,
need some.
all I did was take some diamonds, but they're not even enough to cast. To cast.
How many diamonds? If you were to
Just
measure them
about
out in
this-
gold pieces.
50 gold worth of diamonds. That's what you
You-
told me last session, right?
That's right. Give
Yes.
them to me.
Okay.
He takes
I
the
have them.
diamonds, and then he steps onto the platform, and he goes... And it takes him down once again. You hear rummaging, quite a bit of it. And he comes back upstairs. There is a sort of buckskin pouch in one hand, and then another pouch in his right hand. Tosses the buckskin pouch over to you, Lucia. And he says, don't use those all in one place. They kind of jingle. As
I'll look inside. How many?
12 bullets. 12 standard bullets and 6 silver bullets.
Oh.
Ooh.
Heard. I can make it count. I'll load 6 up immediately.
And then he walks over to you, Farron, and he says, step onto the platform. And he pulls out
Bless you.
some more diamonds. Looks like he mostly... Bless you, Zach. Looks like he mostly has tiny diamonds that he's taken out of like things like rings and like amulets and like little accent pieces and things like that. But he's got a good amount of them. Where he got all this jewelry, anyone's guess. He takes a big fistful and he sort of like spreads it out in a circle along the platform. He says, step in the middle, please.
Okay.
Don't
Alright,
kill
then.
her, alright? She's pretty.
Well, good thing she's pretty, or else I might have considered it.
It's obvious that
Wow.
Lucia is getting a bit affected by the alcohol.
Okay.
Keep her face. I like her pretty.
Oh God.
Fucking Joffrey.
And
The
the
worst
Lord
part
said,
about it.
let there be light, and so I flicked the light switch.
Jesus. All right. And then as
Yeah.
you step in the middle, he kind of like takes some chalk and begins like making runes and sigils along the platform. He looks like a little bit tired, and there's a little sweat on his brow. So he's like really focusing on this. Twyla, as you're watching, whatever he's doing is a pretty high-level spell.
I'm watching very intensely.
Here you get a rating on a scale of 1 to 9.
Like, write this down. You're about to
Oh, it's about a 5th level spell. Anyway,
I'm taking notes.
It's about a fish levels.
and
Notes.
as he
Use that wizard shit.
it doesn't do both. It doesn't do both. It only does one or the other. All right. As he begins saying some arcane words and whatever the D&D version of Latin is,
Latin.
just Latin. The chalk begins to glow, and the diamonds kind of shake on the wood a little bit and rattle until they turn into a very fine dust and blow away. And wind that doesn't even exist. They just kind of... they're gone. But you don't feel any different. And that you can tell some sort of greater power has been cast on you.
I feel the same, but it feels like you did something. Does that make sense?
Well, that was the most I could have done for you, so... Most people say thank you, but no, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
What did you do?
Whatever was affecting you should be gone now.
Oh.
Seemed pretty
So if I went to
spectacular.
sleep for 4 hours, would I wake up and feel better?
4 hours?
You know, it's
only
different for
needs
everyone.
4.
Some people need
I only
more
need
sleep,
4
some people need
hours.
less, but yes,
I only
you
need
should.
4 hours.
Well, then you should feel better.
Oh.
How long would the drive be from Barovia and stuff, or from
What is it, 2
here
hours?
to
It's
the
probably
masquerade?
from here to Valaki, it's about 2.5, 3 hours.
If it's 2.5, 3 hours, do people mind if I sleep for like an hour here? 1 more hour?
Well, you need 4 hours.
Yeah, but
Of continuous sleep.
Yeah, it has to be continuous.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
You don't get
You ever
anything
take
on
an
a short
hour
rest.
nap and you're somehow more tired? Like,
That's always how it feels, actually.
What we could do, though, is if it only takes us 2.5 about hours to get to Valaki from here, and it's like in the morning right now, it's like 8 a.m.
Roundabouts.
So
if
we
it's
could
8
take
a.m., we
4
have time to
hours.
take-
We could leave here around noon, get to Valaki, pick up our stuff, and then leave to Ravenloft and still make it in time for the ball.
Okay.
Right?
Would it be? Do we have a wagon?
I thought
Do we have a wagon?
Yeah, we
No.
had a wagon and horses, I thought.
No?
Do you guys have
How
it?
the hell
We-
would we
No,
carry
we don't.
that
Because
everybody
we've
around?
had like Lobrin with his horse, Ark with theirs.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys don't have a wagon. You had access to Argyll's, or not Arg. Argyll's wagon is still at his camp. You had access to Van Richten's wagon very briefly. But,
Very briefly.
And then we had the Mardikov's wagon very briefly as well.
That's true. Yeah, that was a wine cart. Yeah,
I mean,
so-
if I rest then and I'm full, I can be a horse. And
Yeah, my issue is I was gonna try and sleep during the whole trip, so I would have my ship back. Because I want to bank off of
Well, why don't you
Twyla's
try
sleep during the
sleeping?
day.
Yeah, why don't you just try doing that now and see if that works? Because you
Do we
also
have
only need 4
time?
hours.
I only need 4 hours.
You're an elf.
Yeah, you're an elf. We only need 4 hours of sleep.
Okay, never mind. I was.
It's technically not
overcomplicating
even
it.
sleep. You're just meditating for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's like it's
I refuse to believe that elves don't sleep.
I think it's kind of silly, personally, but
Sorry
It's
about
like a
that.
sleep-like trance.
Yeah, it's like almost like semi-conscious trance.
yeah. I
Alright.
mean,
Also-
Alvar pretty much mentioned it in every single time we took a long rest.
Well, because I'm like, hey, I don't need to sleep 8 fucking hours.
We would
Poor
agree
Wyvern,
to do that,
poor
right?
Wyvern is
You-
cooking you about the Esmeralda's cart.
you know what? Here's what we do. We take 4 hours here. We get done anything else that we need to do while these two are resting, and
Okay.
then we can go. I think that will work, right?
Works for me.
Okay.
Do we have
thank
time
Sorry, I
to
had
get
to
from
go
here
for a
to the
minute.
ball in Ravenloft?
Yeah, we do, because if by the time we get to Vallaki, it'll be noon. We pick up our shit and then we go.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, okay, now hold on a second. It won't be noon because it's 8 o'clock now. If you're getting your 4 hours of sleep, by the time you wake up, it'll be noon. By
When
the
we get
time
there,
you-
it'll be
be-
2.
2 o'clock, and then it'll be like an 8-hour thing. I was doing it with the ball, or with like a night masquerade. It'd probably be at like 10, maybe 11, so we'd still have time.
when does
Did
the
it
ball
have a
start?
specific time?
They never
Did-
told us.
You guys got an invitation, and the invitation said the evening of
So
this
how long
not
does it
bad.
take to get to there from Vallaki?
What is considered the evening?
From Vallaki, it's like 4 or 5 hours.
So
Oh,
2
that's not
o'clock
bad at
we
all.
leave, and it'd be 6 o'clock. That's still not bad.
We
2
just have
o'clock
to
you
get
get there,
dressed
2 o'clock you
really
leave.
quick.
Yeah, you can make that work.
Even if we left
make
at
it-
3, like, give us an hour to pick up our shit and get changed and go. That's still 4 hours,
We don't-
7.
We don't
Yeah,
plan on
that's the
sticking around any longer than we need to. I think it's really just picking up our stuff and
Oh, but
bailing.
what an unpredictable world we live in. All right, go ahead. So let's go ahead and
Go sleep.
yeah, let's rush through the sleep per se.
Yes.
Since you guys already had your RP moments the prior night, and we'll say
Fair, we must sleep together to sleep
It's
more
noon.
efficiently.
Hey, new
It-
day. It's almost like while they're sleeping, I could try to read
It's
this book,
noon.
right?
Farron. Yeah, you can. I don't know about that.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna try to teach Vasilka just like really simple.
Could I assist
All the
him?
mannerisms. These
Okay,
these
Yeah, you two
Lobren,
should do
roll,
that.
Lobren, roll. I'm gonna say,
performance.
yeah, let's make it a performance and with advantage, and do that right now. And then as you're waking up, Farron, you feel right as rain. Feel
Oh my
amazing,
God.
actually. It feels even better having you, Lucia, actually had even worse nightmares in the last
What?
4 hours than you did the night before. In
Another
your
point of
dreams-
exhaustion?
In your dreams, you see not one moon in the sky, but 2. And in the night sky, there's almost like an impossibly tremendous maw that's opening to eat you just as you eat, as you wake up. That is. And yeah, no, not another point of exhaustion because it's the same day, but you don't get any benefits.
Yep, it's just a
Not
curse.
just night. Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's because the item that you took was far too valuable.
Probably.
We gotta find
Well,
a remove curse.
Lucia's gonna get up. Well, that was
We
worth,
already-
right?
2 of those.
Dark circles are collecting
Doesn't
under your eyes.
They're darker than normal. Like
I'm
they're
pretty
even
sh-
darker. It's
I'm
like,
pretty
well,
sure
that
this is
was,
going to
worth the
require
try.
a greater restoration.
I have a greater restoration right here for Lucia, and I'm gonna hand Erigol's liquor if I can.
We just keep fucking
You know,
taking
can I
it.
have that back at some point? It's running out.
Yes,
She'll just toss it to you.
That's some good
All
stuff.
I
right.
feel a lot better.
Wow, it's
Good
good
for
to know.
you.
What about you, Lucia?
Her eyes. It looks like she almost has like eyeliner
Oh my
in like
god.
her eye bags.
I don't have
Okay.
any spells that could help you.
I'm gonna study
Well, if I
as
saw
much
a
as I
tin,
can.
Maybe that would.
All right, and as
If
you
I-
guys,
If I
Um,
meditate in 1 level, I think I can help you.
oh my god. All right, as you guys start packing yourselves up and getting ready to go, we're gonna take a quick.
Well,
10
real
minute-
quick, before that, I rolled a 15 on the performance check. If you want to talk about that just briefly before we break.
All right. We'll do that.
It was a quick, yeah.
Tell me what you were trying to teach her.
Just like basic, like, you know, ballroom etiquette. Here's how you curtsy. Here's how, like, if somebody asks you to, like, dance, here's what
agree.
you do. Like, just the simple, real fundamental elements of, like, how to act in a ballroom setting. I rolled a
Okay.
15 on the check.
She seems to get the motions for the most part.
Was that with
although the
advantage?
That was with advantage, yeah.
She seems to get the motions for the most part, although the cues she's still having a little trouble with. Although she's quite the natural when it comes to dance, it seems.
Bad
Her.
at social cues. She's just like me, for real.
All right, and just before you guys pack yourselves up and get ready to go, let's take a quick 10-minute pee break, smoke break, snack break, whatever it is you want to do. We'll be back at 8:30 sharp.
Does
not
that mean it's
8:31.
time?
Should we do a giveaway first?
And
for
that's
the-
right.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a giveaway during the break. And
We have a
enter the
code word.
Yes, and the code is Ghostly
Gooning.
Ghoul.
It's Ghosty Ghoul.
Ghosty
Oh.
Ghoul. Enter Ghosty
Gooning
Ghoul.
ghouls.
No,
For,
not Gooning
no.
Ghouls.
Enter
Why
Ghosty Ghoul for your chance to get a code to Tailspire, the same VTT we use, In my experience, the best 3D VTT there is on the market. Really great.
Really good.
You can import Hero Forge models. You're always going to have a little bit of frustration and learning curve that comes with any VTT, but in my experience so far with the assets that are available, Tailspire is the best. So enter Ghosty Ghoul in the chat for your chance to get yourself a little bit of
Ghosty Ghoul! Put Ghosty
code.
Ghoul in the chat!
And I'm going to go refill my alcohol because these fools drank all of Argal's flask, which was also mine. And I'll be right back.
Whoa!
Sorry I had to leave earlier. There was a little bit of a situation.
Did you
outside.
leave?
You're good.
Yeah, for like that entire time.
Oh, okay. No worries.
So do you know about my whole sleeping thing?
So the first time that you guys failed to rest was when I left.
Okay.
There was a.
I tried again, and it's not exhaustion, but it didn't get any better.
There was a child in a
Wait a goddamn minute.
a Batman costume that was missing.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
That's resolved.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, they found him, but the police were.
Winter. What time is it right now?
8:22.
No, I mean like in game.
Oh, 12 o'clock? Noon?
Okay. I was trying to think. Is that it? I slept before dawn.
Yeah.
I missed. If we're going from your like sleep in the day thing, wouldn't dawn be the best time? Let's do it.
I mean, it's a little late for that. I mean, most people, like...
No. What I'm saying is I think we mistimed the idea.
No, not really, because we woke up at 8.
You're right. I'm just trying to think of what could be the problem. Because like my dad's like, dawn would be noon, but that's not correct.
No, dawn is like when the sun comes up.
I'm back.
The sun does in fact come up.
We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure out how to get everybody restored. We just keep getting cursed left and right.
I'm curious how you don't have it, because you took from the pile too.
True, but the only thing I took was Strahd's diary.
And
maybe
that's too powerful.
Maybe that, or maybe it was never hers to claim in general, so it was exempt. Hold on, Derek's in my room.
She didn't want it.
What are you
He's
doing?
What the hell is he doing on Halloween?
He came in my room and started dancing and then left.
Does he have a ghost face mask?
No. I think he was dancing to SpongeBob music.
Does he have a block of cheese? If so, I would be concerned. If not, I would be even more concerned.
I'd actually be kind of hype if he did, because that means we could have cheese and crackers.
But he doesn't. Which means
Why
you should be
crackers?
scared.
Yeah, what?
Well, what else do you put it on?
Bread, damn it, bread!
I'm not putting it
Bread
on just a
and
piece of
cheese.
white bread. We don't have any, like, nice crusty bread.
No, you get like a nice, yeah.
We don't have any.
Well, you don't have crackers either, do you?
I guess not.
So, if you're gonna fantasize about it.
But what if they're those really nice crackers with, like, the chives and everything?
Oh,
Ooh.
bread. Where's Ciabatta Boy when I need them?
We need Ciabatta Boy in the chat.
Ciabatta Boy!
Bake bread? I could, but I don't want to. I'm lazy.
I don't mind stealing bread.
I
Thrown
have
them
been
out
wanting
of
to
his
start,
head.
like, making bread for a while. It sounds so pleasant, but then...
So,
Remember when
It
making
also sounds
sourdough
like
was,
work.
like, the thing to do?
Yeah.
You remember
I
when
love
making
sourdough,
focaccia
but-
art was the thing to do?
Yeah. Well, focaccia's delicious.
Focaccia is really good. You should have at least 7 pounds of focaccia a day. Doctors recommend it.
What was the whitest thing I said?
Bread.
Bread?
Nice.
It said crackers.
Question
Which
for
is,
the
in
rollers,
fact,
what
the
is your
whitest thing ever.
character's favorite meal? Huh. A great question.
Steak and mash. For Loban, probably. Seems like a steak guy.
Yeah, our Lober is
Derek's back.
definitely a steak guy.
That's not.
Derek, that might be
SpongeBob.
copyrighted.
We're gonna mute this portion of the stream, man.
Do you think YouTube? You think YouTube would even pick that up?
Maybe.
Nah, that's too. short of a time.
Excuse me, I was away there. I don't know what happened. I think that was some sort of bug. Won't
Winter
happen
told
again.
us everything that happened, so
No,
Oh,
no, 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 no,
yeah,
no.
we're aware.
I think I
listen.
frightened Mariah in the hall.
What'd you do?
That sounds about right.
I was
I
playing
told her
music and doing
that
the
my
goofball.
character's gonna die this session.
That's true.
Honestly, if I did die after getting the gun, that would be the most narratively satisfying.
You only get to shoot it once.
Wait, I
I
have a
just shoot
quick.
yourself.
I have a quick question about artificer companions. Who knows about that?
We haven't checked
Artificer-
up on them in a while.
Aztec! I'm gonna DM you!
What do you mean?
Fuck.
Also, Aztec asked, what's your character's favorite meal?
I'm trying to think.
Strahd's favorite meal, bloody realistic.
Lucia would be a big
Really?
fan of either chili or shepherd's pie.
Oh, shepherd's pie is so
She
fucking good.
strikes me as a shepherd's pie individual.
I think Phlox really likes honey millet cakes. I think
You
Audrey
didn't say carrot. Wrong answer.
Okay. I think Audrin's very much kind of like an ale stew sort of a guy.
We just had Irish stew yesterday.
Ooh.
We had like
Why didn't you
Guinness
have
in it.
Irish stew today as well?
Because
And,
I don't fucking want the
I
soup
think-
2 days in a row.
I think Strahd specifically likes the cake pop
Mm.
from Starbucks that looks like a dog.
Ha.
What? Is that a specific joke?
Yeah, that's he likes that specifically. He's like, every time I come here,
I got
I
that
just-
dog in me.
I love to get the cake pop, but you have a good time eating the cake pop, and it looks back at me when I take the first bite. I find that charming.
I got that the dog in me.
And when I eat it, I literally have that dog in me.
I think
I want
Twyla's
that
favorite
dog
food
in
is
me.
breakfast.
I hate you.
My IRL favorite food is breakfast.
It's not breakfast. It's
Well, I mean, just like breakfast foods. Like, she probably is a huge fan of like oatmeals and like toast and eggs and bacon
Okay.
and shit.
It's sausage.
Acid.
that's
She's gonna
like
make
that
her
one
nice
fucking podcast clip on
Barovia
TikTok.
breakfast.
What's the least threatening animal in to you? Fish. No, be specific. Is a fish an animal? Let's settle this.
Like, just generally
right?
saying fish.
Yes.
Yeah.
A fish
Yes.
is a type of animal.
Fish
Yeah.
is a type of
Thank you.
animal.
Yes.
Because there was a video of someone arguing that they weren't, and like,
Yeah, I saw that.
They,
That
they have
frustrated me.
they have vertebraes. I mean, so
oh, I'm
they
sorry,
in
fair,
Kingdom
I didn't realize having
Animalia?
a spine means you're an animal.
Yeah, you could not have a spine and still be an animal.
Look at a snail.
It's just specific kinds
True.
of animals have spines.
well, snail is a type of a snail's
Animal.
not
It's still,
Some
I think, it's
people,
still in Kingdom
some
Animalia.
people asked would I still loved them if they were a snail, and I said I'm gonna get the salt.
Oh God, that's assault.
Oh.
He was assaulted.
Remember, lovelies, if you want a chance to win a copy of Tailspire, courtesy of Tailspire, put that code word in the chat. We're gonna roll it in just a minute.
Enter Ghosty Ghoul, or I'm gonna show up at your house. And when I show up at your house, I'm gonna bust it down, freaky style.
God, imagine this curse left me with Barovia.
You're not.
Ugh.
Like we get out and she just dies of sleep deprivation next.
My
God.
God.
Lucia will not come out happy, even if she kills Strahd. That's just kind of something I've accepted with her as a character.
Yeah, I think it's a little too late for that.
She's gonna have
too
real like
far
Frodo
gone.
syndrome.
Yes! I've never watched that series, but I think I know what you're talking about. I watched like
As a
20
kid, I
minutes of the
was
first
so
movie.
mad when I finished that movie, the trilogy. I was mad and I was heartbroken. I was like so upset that Frodo was like, I have just been too fucked up too many times for me to just
But
keep
now
on
you, like,
living in the
get it.
Shire. I can't pretend to just care about Elevensies anymore. I got stabbed like 15 times.
There's shit like that where I get it now.
Yeah. As a kid, I was like, that's stupid. Enjoy your life. And now as an adult, I'm like, please
Oh
take
my
me into
God.
the West.
Take me to the...
I feel the same goddamn way. Like, I have a really specific one, which is like American Dad, with Haley being like the super liberal kid, and like this is like, why is she such a bitch? I'm like, now I get it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
that bitch.
I'm that bitch. Alright, guys, it's time to roll the giveaway winner. Does everyone put their code word in?
30-second delay? Holy shit.
The giveaway.
Depends on how many diamonds we got.
Maybe my Twitch
that
is fucked.
point.
Hey, how many
Yeah, it might
diamonds
be
do we
yours.
have?
I only had like a 5-second delay.
If Strahd dies,
Mira
would Mira
turn-
turn into a pile of dust, or would she
She's
be
not
revived?
dead. She's just been getting drilled. Don't judge her.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Alright, we're rolling the giveaway
Curse-
winner. Here we go.
Curse of drilling.
It's Quintum!
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 Congratulations,
Yes,
Quintum!
Quintum, yes!
Quintum, you've been
Tailspire,
waiting to
it's
win.
yours, Quintum. We love you.
It's yours.
You've earned it.
Good Quintum of the Imperial City.
You what? You want it?
Media
I will be
No,
DMing
no.
you that code as soon as we end session. Congratulations.
Fallout.
It's yours, my friend.
Yeah!
Oh my god, as long as you have enough
What-
rupees.
What is the Fable announcers? What is their top level announcement? Yeah, it's that. It's Crash Bandicoot.
All right, that's enough of that.
Okay.
There's
wasn't
never
me.
enough of that.
That was,
I want to
that
listen
was
to that
Zach.
sound on repeat.
That's
10
I only
million
did I only did the one at the end,
Yeah, but after he said that's enough of it, I didn't want
and then I also did this.
I will drink from your skull.
Alright.
almost harvesting season.
Alright.
I'll wait.
Not Mountain
I
Blade.
feel like the teacher at the front of the class, just like with his arms
Oh
crossed.
wait,
Oh,
no,
wait.
wait.
I just
do you
want to...
want to? Do you want to teach the class?
These are the worst test scores I've ever seen in my years of teaching.
Yes.
I just, before we leave this place, I just want to say goodbye to Barrington.
Hey, Mira, what level are you gonna get in Ranger? 20, and then it like cuts to 5.
Oh boy.
What did you get on your Barovia score? 100.
Good people of
27.
the Imperial
All
City.
right, all right.
Welcome.
Anyway,
I'd rather just sit here doing funny voices for the rest of the day.
I'm not kidding when I say I'm gonna cut the sound effect thing off. Anyway, Rudolph Van Richten wraps his arms around your waist,
Oh.
hugs you tight, and he says, "You be safe out there, pigeon."
I'm gonna give him a smooch.
Oh, I thought you just
Pigeon.
went,
Not
Not in front of everyone.
What the scallop?
what the scallop? I'm gonna give him a smooch, and I'm gonna say, maybe we can think about where we'd like to go after this is all over, yeah?
He's got like
Into the bedroom. She's
he's
like
got like
fucking.
a brief flare of the eyebrows, almost like he's like a little forlorn, and then he says, "We'll do just that.
I'll miss you.
And I'll miss you.
Okay,
And the rest of
bye.
Take care."
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
goodbye.
And then as you all
That's
get on the
awkward.
platform,
Hi, Dread.
as you get onto the platform, he stays on the top level, claps his hands, and you begin lowering once again. Aragal, for his part, is kind of like wiping his blades down with some sort of fine oil, and then sheathing them, kind of running his fingers through his hair a little bit, shaking it out.
Why is he gonna do that?
Why
Why is he
he
gotta
like
do
that,
that?
though?
Why is he gotta be hot?
Why he like that though?
It's his morning routine.
Baron catches herself staring and then looks away.
There might be a little smirk on his lips, and you find yourself at the causeway. At the causeway.
Way?
And as you pass about the Martian causeway, taking your way out, bidding your goodbyes, it guides you back into the narrow passing of the Svalak Woods. Though from a distance, the old-growth woods seem to almost consume the road from either side. The way the trees loom all the way up into the mist until you can't see them. The scent of the fir trees, the pitch pines, they greet you almost like familiar traveling mates. The way your boots give slightly into moistened soil, the way the air is almost perpetually late autumn. There's something about the valley that's almost familiar to you now. Familiar in the way an estranged friend is. All right, I'm gonna have you guys change your board.
Oh, goody.
I'm gonna...
Where are we going?
Let me just roll one thing real quick.
Oh.
No.
No, I thought you were gonna forget.
Ah,
All right.
Ah,
I actually forgot about it.
As you guys are passing through the woods,
The
some of you on
Svalik
horse-
Woods?
the Svalak.
Okay, that's
Some
where-
of you on
that's where we're
horseback, some of you not. Your range of vision is not that far. The mists encase you on a pretty wide radius. Although there is certainly a sort of quiet peace and almost something like beauty to the woods. They're quite old. The trees are towering here. And you're traveling for some time. Hours pass. Your conversations, your preparations for the day. And though it's daylight, the shade of the forest hides glinting eyes on either side of the roads. Although it's easy enough for most of you with your passive perception to see what you've already seen dozens of times. Wolves. Many of them. Some of them standard timber wolves. Most of them dire, the size of small horses. Either side of the woods, following you, not chasing, for some time. Occasionally they go up ahead, they sit on the edges of the woods and they just watch you, but they never come closer. Almost as if to say, yes, we're still here. No, you can't get rid of us. All of you please change to the city of Vallaki.
Okay.
ah.
I choose
Lucia
nothing.
is asleep on Faron Horse.
All right, let me get your characters in. You're coming from actually the opposite side of the city for the first time.
Oh,
She is asleep.
Real quick. In a brief moment.
Other side of the city.
I'm gonna have to wait till my character's placed down because I can't navigate this damn city.
It's a pretty big map, I'm sorry.
No, I really like this map though.
I like
Mhm.
it.
I can't
It
take
does
credit
look
for
cool.
it.
There's like 4 different entrances, or 3, or...
Did you guys
Or-
know you can
or
find all
gates.
kinds of assets over on Tails Tavern? Because my god, is that a useful asset.
Oh, I see where we are.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but just like if you guys use Tailspire, please check that website out. It has saved my ass so many times.
Mm-hmm. Should make some cool shit with it.
And then finally we have Vasilka. That's everyone.
Vasilka!
Oh,
Esmeralda's no longer with you.
We gotta take her
And
to the
although-
church.
Although she's usually quite quiet when she's traveling, and loud when she has any critiques to pass your way, the absence of Esmeralda is felt just the same. Party doesn't feel quite so secure with her at the lead. Just the
I
same.
miss her being mean to me.
Big mood. Anyway,
What's this? There's Bloodlords maps on Tails Tavern.
Continue, Derek.
anyway,
Yeah, sorry.
as you guys are progressing to Vallaki, there is that familiar smell of grist, sawed wood, cedar, and a little smoke on the air.
Damn it.
And even there's something like a small plume rising from the center of town.
Love's in the air? Wrong. Witch
Aragal.
burning.
Aragal kind of like perks up at this. His eyes are wide. It's like a prey animal that's been alerted. He kind of perks up, he stops, and he looks up at that, and then to the wall. And then he kind of like puts a hand out as if to say, hold on a second. And he steps up ahead a little bit, passing farm shacks that don't look like they've been used in a little bit,
We have
pastured
one normal
areas.
day.
And then he just kind of peeks past it a little bit. He says, the walls are not manned. There are no guards at the wall.
What?
I have passed by this city hundreds of times, and never are there no guards on the wall. And that, he points at the plume of smoke in the air, that's quite the barbecue.
Does it smell like anything in particular? Like, does it smell like
No,
cooking,
yeah.
or does it smell like burning?
It smells like burning wood particularly, but it's like there's cinder on the air, certainly.
Do you remember
Well,
if
then
the
it-
construction of buildings in the city are largely wood-based, or are they stone-based?
Overwhelmingly oak and wood.
Okay, that's not good.
Oh no, maybe
Love's
something
in
caught
the air?
fire.
Wrong. Witch burning.
Maybe we should see what's
I-
happening.
Can
We
we
might
get
need
in
help.
without, like, the guards?
He just said the walls aren't manned.
Oh,
but the gate-
gate
yeah, but
might
the
be
gate-
down.
Oh,
Can we
it's
open it?
daytime.
It's daytime.
The gates are closed. They open them in the daytime sometimes.
Let's go through the
Aragorn
goddamn
knows
wall.
that
Hole in the
secret
wall,
way
then.
in, though.
That's true. He did show you that
Hole in the
secret-
wall.
That might be the only way in at
I'm
this
gonna go,
point.
He's just
Argo,
gonna
can we
turn
get
and
in
he's
that
gonna turn and
sneaky
face
way?
you guys, and he's gonna breathe in deeply. He's gonna say, "Are you certain whatever you need in there is important?"
I bought art for it. We're getting it. There we go.
All right. I don't know what that
well,
means, but all right.
we kind of need to dress up for the ball, so we put in a lot of money for these outfits.
My retainers are also in there, and they.
Oh, right,
Oh,
your
that's
retainers.
right.
You should-
There's also live people there that we care about, especially
Also, the
Globrin.
Martikovs.
And the Martikovs, who I
And the
very much
Martikov.
love.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, like we have multiple.
There are
retainers
several
there.
things in there that we need to make sure
All
are
right.
okay.
You've made your point. You made your point. Now I will lead you to
I
the hole in the
commissioned
wall.
artwork, Ariel.
Do you okay? Now listen to me here.
Like,
I think it best if I wait outside for you.
Do you think
Okay.
we should leave Vasilka in your care?
I think that would be wise. Yes.
I don't
Whatever
think
is going
this will-
on in there, from what little I know of Valaki, the rule of law was only ever held tenuously to begin with, and if something has happened, whatever that may be, I think there will be very little tolerance for someone like myself or someone like her in the city. It's possible, at the very least.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay, just stay safe. We'll be back very soon.
Wait.
I'll do my best. And he leads you up along the walls, being as quiet and as stealthy as he can. Although, as he goes, there seems to be very little people.
I have no clue where you went.
I'm going to bottom left corner of the walls where he's taken you before.
Oh, I see. As we're walking, Lucio will kind of make a point. Guys,
See it.
I'm still exhausted.
Yeah.
Should I go with y'all?
Globrin, we have no idea where we're going, do we?
I have no fucking clue where he went.
Am I following the wrong group?
Well, we are going to need you.
No,
Who's
here.
this person with the arrow out in there?
Oh, I found him.
I was
found
following
him.
you, Lucia, because I thought
I was following
you.
whoever had the arrow.
I thought that was you.
Maybe
Sure.
if you want, maybe we can pick up your attire for you, and you can
I'll
stay
stay
here.
out. I'll stay out with Aragol just in case we get a jump against out the wall or by
Argos
something.
kind of furrow his brow a little bit and he's going to say, "Are you certain of this? If there is danger, would you not want to be with your friends?"
I'm not much of use to them. They're gonna try stealthing.
All right, fair enough. Cannot argue with you. And,
Plus,
fortunately,
I don't have any spells. I'm burnt out. I have one.
Well, you do
I
have
have
something going for you right now.
Get the gun.
You
I
have
I
very
wanna-
good company.
Do I have disadvantage on attack rolls?
For the gun, no.
Oh, okay.
It's
I feel
not
a bit
until the
better
third
then.
level of exhaustion, I
You
believe.
just get disadvantage on your skills. On your
On
skills.
Fuck
your
it
skill
then.
check.
Well,
Yeah,
fuck
we,
it then.
we probably need you more than
We'll need what we can
having
get
you out
then.
here.
I'm gonna cast out a trace.
And he kind of like pulls the loose timber aside that seems to have not been really bound with cord very securely. Just enough room for someone on all fours to kind of squat through. And he says, "What were you saying?"
I'm not sure if I'm gonna fit through that.
You fit last
Pulls
time.
a little
I
harder
don't
and he
think
goes,
you need
"Come on
to."
now, just
I kick
Uh,
Globrin's butt.
Come
Push
on,
him through.
spread
think
that
of your
arrow.
retainers. Just come on."
I'm not gonna do it! And he tries to squat and force himself through.
Oh,
It's
I-
not graceful.
let
but
let
you
me.
make your
Do
way.
I need to roll stealth?
All of you need to roll stealth.
Okay, and you.
Do I
add a
have
plus
disadvantage
10.
or is it normal now? Okay, plus 10. I
Are
forget
you
how
wearing
perception works.
mail or anything
Well,
like
it's
that?
a skill
No,
check,
I'm
isn't it?
exhausted, so-
It's a skill check, yeah.
Yeah, it is a skill check, so yes, you do get disadvantage.
And
gonna
I
be a
have
29.
disadvantage from my
Re-roll,
armor.
Just add plus 10.
Yeah, I'm not taking my armor off.
I
I'm
want to
using my
re-roll that so
inspiration.
bad.
26 for me after the pass
Because
of that
I'm
trace,
not
and that is
doing
with
a natural one right now.
disadvantage. That is with
I'm using my
disadvantage.
Is there
inspiration.
any objection to me using a
No, that
viewer?
was
'Cause
my
I rolled.
inspiration, and I rolled the same exact thing.
Oh
I'm gonna be honest. I don't recommend using a viewer inspiration. It seems like we're failing no matter what.
Okay,
Yep.
that's a 14. That was 2
14?
natural ones in a row.
I got a 29.
29?
Well, after the pass of that trace bonus, I'm gonna have a 26.
Oh, I thought
Wow.
we had passed without trace.
Yeah, that's with disadvantage. I rolled like a 19 and a 6, or
13?
18 and a 15.
Globrin is quiet as the
With the
night.
plus ones. And I'm
Everyone else, on the other hand.
Actually, but no, your average is all right. You guys pass through here, and as Aragal kind of brings the timber back, you hear a slight mutter from across the other side of the wall. And he says, "If you need anything, you come back here. You yell. I will find any way to help you. I promise."
I'm not
Okay.
gonna yell. Just listen for the gunshots.
It's as good as yelling, but okay. All right. And as you guys get in, it seems very quiet at this particular corner of this city.
Let's get in, get our
Mark, are you
shit,
still
get
all
out.
the way at the other side?
Seems very quiet at this
Oh,
particular corner of the city.
I haven't moved yet.
I'll get you.
While we're waiting, can I roll perception to see if I can detect what's going on or hear anything, like any
Okay,
shouting
I
or
would-
anything?
I would
Please
also
feel
like
free
do
to roll
that.
perception.
Everybody, right? All together now?
I'll allow one person to roll with advantage or two people to roll.
Ark will
Can
not
I
be
roll? I
rolling.
have a +8.
Yeah, someone else would do it because I don't have any pluses.
I will
I
listen.
have a +4, so I'll roll.
I already rolled.
All
Well,
right.
he said 2 people do
Yeah,
it.
24.
so
That's good.
Peyron was gonna do it.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. Well, either way, it
That's fine.
doesn't
That's
really
21
matter.
and a
21,
24 from me.
That's what's sufficient. Lobren, Farron, you hear almost what seems to be like loud calling out from a more eastward side of the city. But Wyvern, yes, Vasilka is with Aragal. There seems to be some manner of calling out, like speaking loudly, almost like someone's like on a soapbox, like a crier. There's also like a little bit of like chanting of a crowd, not quite chanting, but like the raucous like yelling of a crowd. But there's one voice that rises out above it.
Do we
You can't make out
recognize?
the word. You don't recognize the voice. You can't make out the words from this distance.
Do I recognize the energy of it as a sermon?
You don't. It sounds more. I mean, it's not.
Hateful?
If it's like a sermon, it's like an evangelical sermon. Let's put it that way.
Oh boy, we're going. I'm not making that joke. Never mind.
It's a fire and brimstone. Let's put it that. If it is,
Are they saying this at like the giant fire?
you don't know if there's a giant fire, but you do smell smoke on
Is
the
it,
air.
near, is it near the smoke? I guess is what he's.
It
inquiring.
seems to be coming from the same direction. Lobren and
Alright.
Faerun would be able to tell.
I'm gonna
Okay.
duck behind a
Just
building and
also-
shape change into just like a commoner I've seen within Valaki before.
Okay, easily done. You turn into Arnst Larnak.
I don't have a mini for that, but just pretend I'm a commoner.
A
gonna-
wiry old man.
How's this?
I'm gonna-
Does this work?
That's fine.
Turns into the mirror.
Out of that right now! You turn back.
Oh,
I'm
Humi
not-
can be Arania all he wants, but as soon as I do it,
Everyone in this town would flip the fuck out.
I'm gonna like turn to favor in this or crouch behind this barrel and just start making hand gestures, like pointing with my eyes, pointing in the direction of the smoke, doing little hand gestures. We're going over there is what I'm trying to say. Like we need to go that direction.
I know. I rolled higher than you on perception. God damn it! I know.
Right. Well, hold on. And he's just gonna do like a little walking motion with his 2 hands, pound his fist twice in his palm, and then point in the direction of the smoke again, and then turn around to Twyla and do the same thing.
Very tight.
I am now disguised as a commoner, just looking at you very strangely.
All right. Did everybody get that?
We need to go this way.
Can we just find out what's going on?
That's what I was trying to say, but without talking. But now I have to talk to explain it, so it's kind of losing the subject.
Just point. You could just point.
Right, all right. I was just gonna point in that direction.
All right. I'm not going to have you reroll stealth just yet, but as you pass by some of the houses in this quarter, one in particular, the shutters just slam. They slam as you're walking past, almost like they're not open to any kind of disturbance at all. There's no voices, no nothing, but there's a slam of shutters right beside you at this building that's just to the right of you as you pass. The roads seem surprisingly empty. A lot of the shutters are closed, doors completely locked up. It's less quiet on the. It's less busy on the roads than perhaps you've ever seen it. Although you can certainly hear the sounds of quite a bit of activity as you head a little closer. As you get closer still, I'm going to have you roll perception one final time as you get about halfway to its origin. I'll move
Someone
your
else do it.
All right, I'll do it.
Lobren, you're heading in
Do
this
it with
direction?
advantage,
Yeah.
or do you want to do it? Like,
I'm going to
also?
move you like.
What do you have, a +8?
No,
I'm going
I have a
Roll,
+8.
roll with advantage.
to roll you like, put you like right
I have
here.
a +4, which isn't bad, but I'd rather you just roll
Natural.
twice.
No, I
Yeah.
thought that was a natural 20. Sorry, it's a 21.
where are we
Okay.
going? I
Blasted.
lost everyone on the map.
Just click on
Derek
it.
moved me real quick, so it's over here.
I can't actually click on anyone. Alright, I'm going.
There's a big sphere. Look for the big sphere.
Alright, stroke warning, stop it.
Yeah, it's just your warning.
As you guys are getting closer still, it's the sound of like a reedy male voice that's kind of calling out above the roars of a crowd.
Damn it.
and you can kind of make out the words from here, and as they're sort of just going on and going like, and when we entered his house, what did we find? The magic of the devil, his son, a practitioner.
Oh no.
And what do we do with ill practitioners in this city?
Malaki's still in our live studio audience.
And he just kind of like, he's going on and on. There's like ranting and raving about like how like when he led us, it was nothing but incompetence. He said he'd keep the devil out, but the devil came to our very door, and indeed he let him in.
Are we really gonna stop this?
Can we see anything that's happening?
Yeah, we need to see what's going on.
It sounds like they're burning the Burgermeister, which honestly was like...
It might be, but I want to see what's happening.
No,
yeah,
it's the guy, it's the church man, I thought.
He doesn't have anything to do with the city.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see. Let's go. Let's find out. Let's find out.
Yeah, let's go look.
Son that was in the basement locked up.
That's in a whole different town.
That's in
That's
Village
a whole
Barovia.
different
That's a different. Yeah, that's a different.
Okay. I'm gonna have you guys roll one final stealth check. All of you. I should get pretty close.
All right, I'm gonna go out over to the empty void over
guys, but apparently stealing a sensor is worse than stealing Strahd's book.
This is still a +10?
Hey, she had removed curse put on
Yes,
her.
it's still +10. It lasts for an hour.
Whoa!
22.
Double 19s, 32.
15. Wow, I rolled one better than last time.
Where is the rest of the group right now?
Lobern is sneaky today.
Almost, you were just right to
You're
us.
with us,
Don't
you're with
strobe
us.
it, Zach. Don't.
I didn't do it that time.
Come on, Zach.
All right, whoever's doing
God,
Derek.
stop! It wasn't me that time.
Knock it off, Zach.
Derek, nobody should be strobing it.
Sorry.
No one should be stroking it?
Nobody should be stroking
You may
it.
strobe it once. Anyway.
Well, next time we'll just do like a large dome. Don't strobe it.
Oh, yikes.
Anyway.
I had a 15 because I'm rolling shit for stealth.
22.
All right.
Our lowest was 12.
No, but you guys are still, on average, good enough. You only had to beat a 15. You were out of 15. That was your lowest one. As you guys get a little closer, Lobern, you in particular, can kind of peek through some of the buildings. What you see is a man you've only seen once as he was giving you a stern warning with Izek beside him. Vargas Valakovich in stocks standing before what appears to be what was a fountain, which has been loaded up with all sorts of like wooden furnitures and boards and just been set ablaze. There's a huge crowd watching onwards. And a man to his left who seems to be something like a mob justice judge. Guards on either side of him. And not so much guards, and more like armed members of a militia. And Vargas, for his part, his hair is like sweaty and down over his face, and he's struggling against the stocks by which he's put many other people in. As the man continues and goes onwards, and he says, "It is only right that the older house of this city should take up power. Fiona Wachter has our best interest in mind."
That's the bitch that tried to put a hit out on us.
Fuck.
Why, it was only the other night that we had some stranger of dark powers come into this very city and kill one of our own.
What is happening right now?
Who killed who?
Did we kill anyone?
No.
The vampire is
Wait.
in the house, maybe.
What about the fisherman?
We didn't kill the fisherman.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, we killed the
Aragol
fisherman.
did. And then I
yeah,
let
Aragol
the body
fucking
go
killed the
floating
guy.
in the water.
You did let the body float
I
the
moved
fuck
that when he
away.
said
I
was
drowned him. I
fucking
thought
sick.
he would drown, but then I forgot that dead bodies will
Fucking
float.
let that body bloat up and fucking
I
float
know. I
before.
should have freaking tied rocks to him.
This is gonna be dicey.
Well, let's just get in here, get out, then. We have no
All
reason
right,
to
so
stay.
you guys are watching on. It's quite the crowd. It seems like a good portion of the city, and the rest of which seem to be locked up. What are you guys doing?
Do we discern if there's anybody like his right hand man or anyone maybe of his guard that are around? Like, are they complicit with the mob's rule, or do they seem almost like out of the picture?
It doesn't seem like there's many people. Like the guard here were wearing like cuirasses and tabards. Most of the people here with arms seem to be the armaments of the guard, but wearing none of the guard's garbs.
Guards.
Where's Ezek?
Ezek is nowhere to be
Ezek
seen.
is not around. Okay. Burgermeister had a family too, right? Are they around?
That's right.
Like, are they around at all or no?
You don't see him.
It's just him. All right.
It's him. But as they continue,
Is that the dead guy on the ground to the left of this man?
the person that's on the ground is the person in stocks. You can't actually put someone in stocks in Tailspire.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. Tailspire. Get on
And
it.
as they continue, they I'll say this reedy voiced, kind of like younger man with like a scraggly beard goes on to say, "Indeed, we have captured this one, and a search party is out for the others who have turned tail and fled. Evidence of their wrongdoing, no less." He's more or less just going on and on a
Wait,
hateful
they said this
spiel.
happened last
I'm
night?
gonna turn around.
No.
A few nights prior.
Units.
They just go.
Someone
Wait, are
died.
they looking for us?
No.
No, they're looking. No. This doesn't
They
seem
said
right.
people fled. They
Yeah,
Right
his
now, we're in
family
the clear.
fled.
Presumably family and Izek and all them. I think we should step in, guys.
Lovren,
What are we supposed to?
Lovren, we have every time we tried to step in, we have fucking made things worse. We just look. We just sent. I can't make that difficult answer. We just sent kids to unknown peril potentially.
Don't remind me, please.
I apologize to remind you, but I need to bring up the point for the sake that we can't do shit right now. I can't cast any spells. If we get in a fight with an entire town, I won't be able to do anything for that.
We're
Let
not
them
going
down.
to fight the entire town. We're going to talk them off the ledge.
We don't have time for this.
And you're a moron if you think that that's how it's going to de-escalate. We need to go.
Lubrin, this isn't our fight. If-
God, you
if you remember-
fools! Your inaction will cause us to perish in this city.
Lubrin,
Ow.
if you remember correctly, this Isaac person is the one who tried to lock us up for doing absolutely nothing wrong.
Who gives a
They
shit?
might be better without him.
Right, but at the end of the day, Izek didn't prevail against us, and he's nowhere to be found. Also, it's important to remember that Izek didn't lock us up. Like, he didn't. He talked to us in the bar and left. And then,
Yes!
The
and then
Burgermeister.
after, I'm just going to say,
Burgermeister.
but it's important to remember as well that the person that's going to be replacing this guy is staunchly against us. We might not even be allowed within the city of Valaki.
Which is why we're not coming
We're
back after we're
not a-
done with this shit.
We're not allowed in the city of Valaki to begin with. Our best
We're
bet
sneaking
is to
in.
take what we need and leave, and then that's it.
Can I
If we
scan
try to do something now, it's just going to make our job harder.
Can I scan the crowd for my retainers?
You certainly can.
They around? Or no?
I'm just. It's pretty plain to see from your vantage point. That's stealthy enough, from a good distance. Your retainers are certainly not there.
Okay.
Probably in the bar.
Yeah, they probably stayed in the bar.
Yeah, they're probably around.
So
waiting
we
in
Listen.
the bar.
sneak to the bar and sneak to the dress shop. Maybe
We can split up.
Maybe we
Someone
can
can go
don't
check
think that's
on
a good
them, and
idea.
then someone could go get the dresses, and we could leave.
I truly do not think that's the best idea.
I
but
don't think we should split up.
We need to stick together.
Well, then we have to make it quick because we don't have a lot of time to work with. We wasted 4 hours this morning.
Wait, Twilight, you can change
Message.
your appearance, correct?
I can change my appearance, but not my clothes.
Perhaps would you be willing to go to the dress shop with maybe one other person?
Yes, I can do that.
As you guys are talking, this guy's hateful sermon against Vargas is continuing and onward and onward.
Are there any relevant nuggets of information beyond what he's already kind of said?
Yeah,
or no?
he's going on about how this guy's celebrations did nothing for the town. He spoke about protecting the town from evil, and yet a whole procession came into the city only a few nights prior and killed one of the town members.
Well,
He's
I'm
talking
not gonna
about
lie,
us.
he's kind of
Well,
spitting.
that wasn't us.
Well, that,
I think that actually might.
No, that
I think
was
that's
us.
referring. I think that one's referring to us. But also, if we're comparing all of his things, he did let vampires kind of just harbor in town and do nothing about it.
He did.
Can I roll insight on what this guy is
Twilight,
saying?
you would remember last time you were here, you were trying to find information about the strange royal procession that came through the city and were seemingly welcomed in.
the Duchess, right?
Yeah, the
Wasn't that who it
Duchess.
was?
The very same.
Yeah.
Can I roll
might
insight on
have
what this
been-
guy is saying?
Yeah, you can.
Can
So I want to
Duchess
see
would
how
be cool.
earnest he seems in this, or if he's just bullshitting.
Can I touch her?
How would you know that I'm
You-
doing that?
I could see you like looking and going,
I can see.
Gonna say no to this time, but
Well, it's not great, but it's a 12.
Okay. He seems like he really hates Vargas.
Look,
Fair.
None of this is good or fair or just, but like Ark said, this isn't our fight.
Vargas
Fair
was
and
very
just
clearly
values this
corrupt.
party pretends to uphold. Ark, I thought you were a knight.
I am,
He
but
takes
there
a
are
step
bigger.
toward you.
Lobrin, there are bigger fights. We have to protect those we can. We can't take on every evil in this land.
Doesn't
Well,
seem
it's
like we
not-
can take on any evil in this land. We're the party that turns tail and runs when they can.
There's a-
Violet, let's move. We're wasting time.
We just did it.
Lobrin,
If you're
I'm
gonna get
going-
yourself killed, Lober, do it alone.
I'm going with Lucia.
Den?
Lobrin, come with
I have
me.
no
Let's
time
check
for
on your
this.
retainers, and then we'll take it from there. But trying to get embroiled with this fight now, we'd probably end up harming more innocents than we would just by staying out of it.
It's the monster house all over again.
It is. Everything here is the monster house.
We call it the
Listen-
Monster House in character.
Oh wait, hold on, I'm with
we
Lucia.
are now.
Why
Every-
not?
Every single person here is trapped. They can't live a better life until we figure out something about, or figure out what to do with Strahd, and then we can worry about their issues.
Well, we need every advantage we can get, and losing access to Velaki would certainly harm our ability
We've
to
lost
We've
access to
already lost
Velaki.
access
We've
to
already
Velaki.
lost it.
That's why we're
the-
sneaking in,
The
Lobrin.
people are against us here. They view us as outsiders. They view us as agents of Strahd. No
Not everyone.
The only people who
The-
don't are the tavern keep.
The vast majority of these people view us as outsiders. We will never gain their trust no matter how hard we try. If you try to
Felt the storms.
change their minds, it's going to turn into a fight, and we'll either have to fight our way out of the town, harming innocent people, or we'll be thrust out of Velaki anyway. There's no way to end this peacefully.
I'm going with you all, so let's just get on with it.
I'm gonna go with Lucia to get our dresses. You guys should
Oh,
go
I
check
already
on the
left.
retainers. Yeah, no, I'm with Lucia.
Yeah, she left because she realized that Lober
Yeah,
wasn't
I'll
budging.
stay with them because they need the pass. You guys aren't gonna get the pass without a trace, though. But I'll stay
So
with.
arguably the people that need it the most are the people with
or,
disadvantage
yeah,
and
so
heavy armor.
I'm staying with them. That's why, as much as.
Doesn't Lucia also get to
How far are
I
we
do-
from
Well,
the
that's
Yeah,
just
they
because of the
should not-
exhaustion right
Not
now.
far, not far. The
Should
tavern's
not
actually
stick
very close
around.
to you.
Alright.
So you should go back then with Twyla. Twyla is the other arc facing away from the group we're in.
No, I'm literally the arc in the group you're in.
Oh, that's right. I thought you had the light.
Why is there two arcs?
I used to.
Switch.
I'm
Well, that's
supposed to be a
what I was
commoner, but this is what I
Alright,
look
Logan,
like.
Get your
Can we
ass
get a
over
reminder?
here. You're in the wrong direction.
All right, we're going to start with the party that's going to the tavern.
Okay,
As you guys
that's
approach, the roads
Where is
are.
the tavern?
We're just. Can we
Is
just?
it this
Theater of
direction,
mine.
vaguely?
Theater of mine is much easier right now, probably.
It's the one with the kegs in front of it. But the roads are mostly pretty darn empty. There's a couple stragglers here or there. None of them seem to really notice you if you're even trying to be slightly subtle. People seem to be taken by much greater things right now than quite the hubbub. And as you guys get to the tavern door and try to open it, you notice that it has indeed been barred. Not just locked. It wedges a little bit, but there's something quite heavy on the other side. And as it budges, as you try to push your way in, you hear a feminine voice from the other side just go, "We're not accepting outsiders right now. We have no wine to give. Move on."
It's.
We're not here for beverages.
It's us. It's us. It's Farron and Lobrin and Ark.
Need to get
How do
in
I
there.
know? How do I know that's true?
I don't know. Ask me a question only you would know. Only I would know.
Bruno and Elizabeth in there. Just tell them to come over.
All right,
yeah.
that's good enough. At this point, you recognize the
It's
voice.
good enough.
Yeah.
At this point, you recognize the voice to be Stefania's, and she says, "Go around the back, not moving the store for anything."
Okay.
Alright, go on
Fair.
back.
All right, I'm gonna
Go around
change.
the back.
I'm gonna have you guys change boards to the Blue Water Inn.
The water in!
And as you guys go around the back, Stefania kind of opens the door for you.
I see the back.
And you hear a pretty heated argument from the I guess what would be the back room, but would be your entryway. And as you guys are kind of going through the back hall where most of the kegs are stored, a lot of them which seem to be cracked open and empty, you kind of hear the remnants of an argument ending with a deeper masculine voice that you have not hitherto heard, kind of going like, "I didn't ask for your help. I know what your help is worth anyway." And you hear a deeper, sort of like raspy old man's voice go, Well, then you're gonna get yourself killed, and you'll deserve it too. And as you enter, you see one person you do recognize, and that's Davian Martikov.
The father.
Yeah.
Ada.
The father.
Ah,
You saw him
Are,
at
are we on the map or no?
Who's here? It's
It's Faerun, Ark, and Lobrin.
Faerun.
The
Ark.
real Ark, not
The
the
real
real
Ark,
Ark.
not me, the imposter.
The imposter.
Okay.
Bing, bing, bing,
They
bing.
eat pasta all the time. They don't.
And then the
stop.
other person is I'll post their picture. Is a dark-haired gentleman, looks to be about mid-30s.
New NPC.
New NPC.
Another Martikov.
Another Martikov.
Sorry, I'm
Another
just looking at
Martikov.
that
I gotta be real,
Argyle
the
art.
Martikovs are fucking real ones. I like them.
I like them as
I wish
well.
we had become were-ravens instead.
That actually is possible. Let me not
What? I missed the opportunity.
Damn. Yep, slip.
It's a man with a very long coat.
Fight me.
He looks a little road haggard. He's got some scruff on him. He's got quite a
alright.
long black cloak on, and he's got his hands on the table. He looks a little red in the face as he's kind of like yelling at presumably what is his father. And as you enter, he kind of like collects himself and brushes off his lapels, and then just kind of turns towards the fire. Davian, for his part, turns towards you and kind of like huffs a little bit, and he says, "Oh, wasn't sure I'd see you lot again. What are you doing here? Now of all times, how'd you get in?"
Wanted to know. Well, your wife let us in, and we also wanted to know.
That's
what
his daughter.
is
My wife
your
is
daughter.
dead.
My wife is dead.
Wait, what?
His wife is
That was-
dead.
that's his daughter. It's been
I
a
knew
study the
that. I
whole
knew
time.
that. But let's just pretend I said daughter. Look,
Okay.
your daughter let us in, and what the hell is going on?
It'd be far more horrifying if his wife let us in.
I'm teaching my son. It's not your business. It's at
What's
this point that the
happening
older
in
one
the
kind of turns
town?
around and
Please.
slaps his hand on the table again and says, "As if I needed any of your education. I never had your help when I needed it." And he looks to all of you and he says, "I apologize. This is not the way I would make a first introduction. You must be Erwin's friends. My name's Adrian."
Part of them, yeah. Hi,
Ark?
I'm Baron.
I'm gonna walk up and shake his hand.
Broken Gulf.
He takes it. Stefania kind of like walks up behind you and sort of like gently slaps you on the back of the head.
Me?
Yeah, you. And she kind of goes,
Why?
"Watch out
Because
for
it's
this
the thing
one.
to
He's a
do."
little bit of well, he means well."
Well, can never really trust the word of a gambler, can you?
And he'll side-eye her.
You only say that because you always lose your gambles.
Oh.
You haven't seen me gamble yet.
It's
And then-
Twitch time.
She just kind of like walks into the other room, into the tavern. And Adrian just kind of like, it's kind of like a sort of befuddled face on. He says, "Well, if you're friends of Erwin's, you're friends of mine. I will cease this particular exchange. But I'm leaving it at this. I'm leaving before the night's out. You cannot stop me. This is my business."
If you don't mind me asking, what happened? Why is the town like this?
And Davian kind of pipes up and he goes, "Our town's been heading for this for some time. That's what happens with poor leadership and hysterics all over the place. Doesn't surprise me.
Like,
Haven't been here long enough, and yet I could have seen this coming from a mile away."
I understand that part, but it seems something feels off about this. Like it's being driven by someone.
Well, I mean, if it seems off, it could be the gigantic pyre in the center of town. It could be the angry mob. I mean,
Well, that's all to be expected, if I'm being honest. But who is this this character that seems to be wanting to take over in his place?
it's not a matter of wanting to take over. She will. This has been something she's been looking for some time. And with Vargas out of the way, well, suffice it to say, it's all but assured. But you lot, and he points between you three, he says, we had a conversation back at the winery. You said you'd be helping out me and my family. Did us a good turn.
Oh,
I was counting on you.
We do have something you need, but I don't have it. Our other friend does, and she's at the
The
dress.
winery's gone.
Oh.
It's been destroyed. Something from Yester Hill and its druids came.
Oh.
What?
This is what I get for counting on any of you. Counting
Well-
on people that I can't do for myself.
That's what happens when you don't do the side quests.
You gotta pick and choose, man.
You do.
You gotta pick and choose.
Well, we got
I feel like
another
everything
one
we've
of
done in
the-
Barovia has
the
been a shit show.
diamonds. Damn it.
I need a win.
Adrian just kind of like scowls a little bit and he says, the winery is just a place. It's boards and it's nails. It can be rebuilt. But I'm going back for my wife.
What happened to your wife?
It can definitely be rebuilt, especially if all the diamonds come back to you.
He's gonna get himself killed. And I've told him. But I won't bury him. I won't have any part in it after this.
Oh, don't
And he
be
kind of
so
just storms off.
be brash. You can't say that about your son.
And he slams the door behind him.
We do have one
You're
of the
gonna regret
plans.
that.
What exactly has happened to your wife?
My wife.
Stop. I knew you were gonna do it
Alright.
as soon as you fucking said
I'm
it.
sorry. Ruined the tone.
You're not sorry.
I'm really not. My wife
I'll fucking do it again.
and our child, they lived close to the winery, and when that thing came, there wasn't time to get both of them out. She was very brave, and now I have to be brave for her. That's fair.
It's very noble. But
Can you elaborate a little more beyond the platitudes of poetic musing that you've sort of just spat out there?
What thing are you talking
He just
about?
he just
Right.
kind of steps up closer to you and looks down at you a little bit, and he says, "I don't like you very much."
Well, there are many people who feel the same, so you're not alone, I assure you. But I may be willing to help you even still. It's not safe to
Lobren.
go out here alone.
Lobren, unfortunately, we kind of have a
time frame.
banquet with the devil to go to tonight.
Time frame.
Oh,
Jimmy?
damn the devil. We can at least hear this man out.
Well, sure. I'd love to.
And
but
he just kind of like
remember.
stands by the fire. Go ahead, Favorn. Just remember. I'll let you finish your thought.
Oh, I
Okay.
was gonna say, well, I'd love to hear him out. Just remember, we're on a time crunch.
He's turning his face in the fire and he says, I don't know what it was, but something roused the druids and whatever they were waking at Yester Hill. And they sent it over to the winery the moment we reclaimed it. Barely had time to clean the damage out.
By it, what do you mean? Was it sort of just similar to what they had before, but stronger, or did they have something new
Some
to strike with?
humongous tree moving
Really?
on its own.
This
and
is
the
not
druids,
my
too.
purview. The druids!
And he'll look at Favorn.
Aren't you sort of familiar with the druids and their musings?
I am a druid, Lobrin.
Right, so maybe you know a little bit about living trees.
Well, I've heard about it, but was this tree... What was this tree doing? Was it destroying? Was it hurting people? Was it just walking around?
It did plenty of damage. It's at this moment that Erwin kind of comes in, got a tankard in hand, and he kind of just places it at the table, and you hear a bow of his head, and he says, oh, I apologize for that display. Davian hasn't been in good spirits. And, I regret to say I've been taking the brunt of that, but hopefully it won't spoil your time here. There's not much wine to go around. Oh, let me tell your retainers you've arrived, Master Lobrin.
Please, thank you, sir.
We won't be staying long,
Don't
Don't
unfortunately.
call him master.
Can I roll, like... Would it be like a nature or an arcana check to determine, like, why... What kind of magic would make
You
it-
may certainly roll nature or arcana for this.
Okay. I'm gonna do Arcana, and I'm also gonna touch myself. They're just gonna see me go, hi, homie, no, right? I'm gonna glow a little bit.
Yeah, she tends to do this from time to time.
I'll say that.
Oh shit, that's terrible.
Right.
Oh, but that's
Slightly
only
not.
that's a 12.
It's above neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is there's a number of things that can animate plants. You've seen that all the time, but something
Yeah.
that can make it act on its own for malicious intent. You're not familiar with the magic. This is on the other side of the coin that you normally flip.
I will just elaborate that to them. I will verbatim say what you said to them for sake of time.
As you say that, Brunor comes stumbling in and kind of catches himself on the wall. He looks terrible. Dark bags under his eyes.
Oh,
he's
Brunor.
got a black eye. He looks like he's really gone through it. Elizabeth comes in as well, stops for a second and tries to and like keeps like poised, kind of refined way about her, and then runs up, wraps her arms around you.
Yeah, I'll return the hug, and I'll give Brunor.
I'm sorry. That was most imprudent.
I'll give Brunor a hug as well.
He doesn't say
You
anything.
know, you are friends now more than anything else. Bruno, what happened to you?
And he'll like point to the black eye and kind of look at him.
It wasn't nerd, but it wasn't. You should see the other guy.
Elizabeth, ensure that he doesn't drink again for at least until this evening. We do have a ball to attend, and I will need your presence, both of you.
Well, that's
Bring
part
out
of
your finest attire as well.
It's part of the problem, my lord. There isn't much left to drink. It's part of the reason the tavern has been barred off.
Is that why he's acting so weird?
We're rationing him a little bit with some. He's going through a hard
Roll.
time.
Yes. Well, shit. We're just gonna have to do what we can.
Well, you know,
Here's the
Bernard,
thing.
I know a guy who's got some whiskey in a flask outside of town when we get out of here.
Outside of town.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we could have to leave town.
Well, I'm gonna be meeting up with this friend of yours. He's a friend of mine, says I.
Yeah.
Yes, sure,
Once
sure.
we get there, I'll definitely make sure he gives you some.
And this evening, I'm sure you can have your fill within reason.
We're going somewhere?
Yes,
We're going to
doing-
a ball, Brunor.
Oh, well, wear me Sunday's best. Put on a different shirt that have less liquid on it.
We got you.
That
clothing,
might be
don't
best,
worry.
yes. All right, now I'm all
We did
set
not
here.
get his ass closed.
No, I have. They can have fine clothes among their. I think they do have fine clothes, like standard by default. At least that's what I have.
Mhm.
So we can just RP it.
Now, I do believe it's time we continue onward and rejoin the others.
All right.
And good luck on your quest. And I'll be sure to let you or them know that if there's any way we can help, we'll do what we can, I guess.
We'll
Elver
return post haste, blah blah blah.
Elver kind of steps into the room briefly, sees you all, and just kind of like casts you a smile and says, "Listen, I won't keep you. I heard you arrived, and I just wanted to say that I'm glad you're all right. Haven't seen you in a minute."
Oh.
He'll just bow his head.
It's good to see you as well.
We're glad you're all right too.
I hope the Motkov family recovers from the unfortunate tragedy of losing the vineyard.
Well, not this place for what that's worth. And then
Indeed.
he steps out a little bit.
If you can delay your revenge journey for maybe even a day or two, we may be able to help you.
Roll persuasion.
Sure.
Disadvantage because it's wife.
10.
He just kind of looks at you. He looks really somber and he shakes his head and he says, "You have to understand, one night could be the difference. I have to go. It's right."
Fair enough.
Please, it's not smart. If you just wait, there's a big group of us. We can help you. There's strength in numbers.
You get one more chance, Faerun. Roll persuasion.
Okay,
Let's
obviously
see.
I'm not gonna guide myself. So I'll see it. This is just a regular D20. Or why aren't you saying anything? Help me!
Because I was gonna say something and then you said something and I didn't have a chance. I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh, Ark, say something too. You say something too.
No,
give
no,
you
it's too late for that.
I'll give you if you want to say something at the same time. I'll give Faerun the permission to roll with advantage here. That's fair. Ark, what are you saying to assist her?
We really would like to help you as soon as possible, but we are unfortunately required to attend a masquerade at the Master's house at Strahd's Manor. We truly don't have a choice in this. We're his, some people have described it as his plaything for now. His entertainment.
Go ahead and roll, Faerun, with advantage.
Natural 20.
Holy
Natural
yeah.
fucking
shit.
20.
He stops, his hands are on the table. He's got sweat on his brow. He looks like he's really tense, like he's itching to leave right this second. And then he looks between you and he says, "You're going there? Ravenloft?"
We don't have a choice. Trust
This
me, we
isn't
don't
our
want
first
to.
time.
All right. All right, I'll wait. But one day. One day
One
only.
day. That's all I
Okay.
ask.
Where should we meet you? Here? Back here
Right here.
again?
Right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Be here.
And he's
Thank
gonna- he like pulls up a chair next to the fire and he sits and he just kind of stares into it.
Jeez. Poor guy. Should
All
we
right.
meet with Argal while on the outside of town while they get the dresses so we don't cause any more like potential
Do we have a means of communicating with them? Because as far as
No,
they
they
know,
don't.
we're meeting.
No, we
They
don't.
Cutting
meeting
to
back here,
Cutting back
so
to the
we-
board of the city of Velai.
Let's do it, Lucia.
We got this.
It's
Maybe
a
we should just
girl's
hide
night
like by
out.
the
It's
entrance.
squirrel
I don't know.
We'll figure it
time.
out. We'll figure it out.
We'll just like hide by where we like the secret entrance and hope.
I'm moving your character for you to like give you a rough. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Starting with Lucia.
I'm just sorry, DM. While you're doing that, real quick, what's the name again of the woman who's gonna take over if Vargas dies?
Fiona Wachter.
Wachter. That's right. Thank you.
Fiona
And we
moment.
don't like her, right?
That's
No,
the woman that tried to put a hit on us.
Yeah.
Yes.
She did
What
put a hit
what
on you.
exactly
She put a
happened with
fucking-
that? Why did she put a hit on us?
We don't know. We never investigated it.
We've
That
never
happened.
Another
The-
side quest
The
never.
guy that she hired to kill you gave you the money.
Yeah, it was Argal.
Argal.
Yeah.
And also,
Oh.
can we just
We
like,
asked
can
him
we,
more about that?
Derek, can we agree that we got
We
given the money needed to pay for everything
Oh yeah, I would have given
when we
everything.
get there? Like,
Oh yeah, we would have.
That's fine.
Done the
It's,
group
that
Yeah, I
doesn't,
think
that,
it-
that
Look,
doesn't
look,
seem like
we
something you
put-
would have missed out on.
I thought we had enough in group loot. Frankly.
We
Yeah.
didn't have enough in group.
we
loot.
never
It was-
discussed who specifically was carrying the group loot, though, so I just want to, like,
Oh,
clarify.
you guys would
Whoever
have it.
needs.
In
it,
that
I
case,
guess.
my reasonable conclusion is that you have it divvied out.
Okay, so,
Alright.
well, we have enough to pay for it.
Yeah, sure. All right, and as you guys enter, the door is open, although Elise is nowhere to be seen in the main room. Although the door closes behind you, and you can kind of hear her, and she says, just a minute, please. No more rowdiness. I'm coming." And then she comes to the front desk, and you see her prim and proper as ever for her very large form, and she kind of just looks between you and says, "Well, you're cutting it rather close, don't you think?"
Yep.
I'll shape change
Awesome.
back into myself for this moment.
Some schedule changing.
Gracious.
Oh, sorry. I, didn't want to cause any tension to myself.
Well, that's
Seems to be a lot going on out there.
No, not my concern. I don't leave the store unless I absolutely must.
I really
enough.
Quite
appreciate
enough.
your diligence on this. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate your coin. And she just kind of goes to the back room a little bit and comes back with two neatly folded sets of attire, both of which seem to be made of a material that can only be described as of a make much higher quality than you usually see around Barovia. Yours in particular, Twyla has like a lot of drapery to it. The colors are very soft, gorgeous. There's
Ooh.
ever slightest sheen and silkiness to it. And she kind of like holds it up against you and she says, "I think this is your color. You were fortunate that I had this in stock."
This is absolutely stunning.
Well-
Thank you. Speaking of having something in stock, is it alright if on top of this, and I'll hand over the money, may I purchase one other ready-to-go dress?
What did you have in mind?
Just, something, I'm gonna look to Lucia and go, roughly like same size as me, would you say, Lucia? Maybe a little more, a
Oh.
little less?
She's kind of yeah,
More in the bust.
She
More in
just
the
kind of
bu-
like she just kind
more
of
in the more in the bus, and she kind of looks at Twilight. No offense.
she's
That's
kind of like Twilight's a changeling. She can get more in the bus whenever she wants.
That's
You
true.
can
I
just
can't
turn
do
it,
that.
turn into me. Just
Look
turn
up
into me
Twilight
and
inflation
sure.
for more.
So Elise just kind of like pinches the bridge of her nose a little bit, and she says, "You know, never have I had clients that have asked for more in such a short time."
I
But-
apologize. It's
If it
kind of an
pays.
I
emergency.
thought we commissioned all of our.
This is for Vasilka.
Dresses. Oh,
Yeah, Vasilka.
Vasilka.
I'm going to need one final additional payment. 80 gold.
80?
That's right.
I have.
Well, I'm not there. I'm just making comments.
That was Derek saying it just in Elise's voice.
Let's see. Did we ever split up the 250? I'm assuming we did. That we got from the werewolf den.
I thought we decided to keep
I don't
that
think we
together
did.
because
Kept
we
Yeah,
the
we
knew-
did.
group, but
we
let's
knew
just
we
say
needed
for the
to,
sake of it, we
extend
gave
Well,
you
I'm
like.
carrying the group loot right now, aren't I the money?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you have you
Then
carry
You
it.
have
shit.
all of it.
Then you have all.
You have all of it. We never split it up.
Can we spend 80 gold on Vasilka?
we
That's
really
fine.
don't
Get her
have a
something red.
choice.
Get her something red.
Alright, can I buy her a hopefully red gown?
A dress that matches the art she was given.
Well, I have no way of knowing whether or not this will fit, but I do have this that's been in stock for some time. And she kind
We'll
of
make
brings
it
it
work.
out, and it's a red gown. It's not like a showstopper, but it's very pretty. It's kind of understated.
That's
Okay.
absolutely perfect. That's wonderful.
Nice.
Thank you.
One last thing. And then she goes up to you, Lucia, and she kind of like takes what looks to be sort of like a black silk and almost like a jacket, and kind of places it around your shoulders a little bit. She says, "Hold on a second." She takes a measuring tape along like your back, along the shoulders, and she says, "Yeah. How do you feel about the shoulder pads?" And then she holds out a mirror.
I don't hate it.
Oh, yes.
It's interesting.
Hold on. I think I know your tastes. Takes out what looks to be almost like a white, like tabard sash almost. Puts it around your shoulders.
A stole.
And she kind of like opens up a few drawers of like accessory garbs and whatnot, and she says, "It's missing something. It's missing something, but I'm going to need your input on what that is." What kind of party did you say you were going to?
Masquerade.
I think I know. And then she pulls out a sash of like satiny, almost very sheer, black cloth, and she kind of holds it up, almost like she's like from a distance, measuring it along your face. And she says, "What do you think?"
It's perfect.
All right then.
Justice is blind, and she'll put it on.
Well, isn't that a little ominous? And what about you, dear?
Oh,
Can I be a kitty cat? Just like Twilight.
Could I be a kitty cat? Maybe something white?
White. No, that's
Maybe something kind of
Twilight, you
wispy?
can't just say white.
With an owl tone to it.
They just
She
have
What
to
I
go with their
do with an
Didn't
owl.
Farron already like sketch exactly what she wanted? So would she already have Farron's prepared?
Probably. Yeah.
I think I did that actually. Like I drew her exactly what I wanted.
And then she's going to hand you what looks to be a white, almost figured mask of some kind, very stylized. Covers most of the face, but not all of it.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you.
And then these, and she kind of like holds up what looks to be like a kind of like a portable sort of chest, if not briefcase sort of deal. And she kind of pats it and says, "These should do for the rest of your friends. Understand, I had to make do and make my sacrifices where I had to. So, my finest work, but it is fine work."
I'm going to give her a hug.
And she just kind of like looks a little startled before kind of like gently patting you on the back and saying, "Oh, yes, there.
Thank you. You've done absolutely amazing, and I appreciate all of this work and effort you've put into this for us. Thank you.
Oh, well." And then she
Should
kinda
we
puts
put
her-
it in chat?
She puts her nose back in the air a little bit and just goes, "Well,
Well, we're not in it yet.
Yeah, let's wait a minute.
I want
I
to
know.
show over this week.
Just
I
one
know, I
final
wanna show
question.
everybody.
Perhaps you told me and I forgot. There's so few parties going around these
Oh no.
places, especially
tell her.
right now. Where is this ball taking place?
It'll be a fun surprise. She kind of laughs.
Oh, come on now, don't be shy. I must know.
We've been begrudgingly summoned to Ravenloft.
With this, her jaw kind of like
Yeah.
falls slack. You can see her lower tusks even as she kind of like staggers back a few feet.
Oh, I forgot
I
you're the
start
half-orc
rubbing my
lady.
eyes.
And she just kind of she points like a shaky finger at you two, and she says, "Say nothing about me. Do you understand? You don't say
Nothing.
a word."
No, never. Will not ever.
No, we never met.
Absolutely.
We never met.
Heard. I don't even know who you are. I don't remember your name.
No,
I'm gonna shape change again and go. See, I don't know you. You don't know me.
that's right, and I don't suspect we'll see each other again. But it's been a pleasure. Now, please, if you would.
It's been a pleasure not knowing you, ma'am. And she'll like walk out.
It's been a pleasure not knowing.
I'm gonna
I
actually.
wish I could say hello, Bryn.
I'm gonna shape change back into half elf Twyla for the remainder of the night.
She just kind of like steps behind the table a little bit. She's a little bit shaky. And she says, "No, I've had quite enough of that. Have a good night."
Apologies. Thank you.
The jump scare.
You're probably scaring the shit out of her every time you shift. She's like, oh my god, oh my god.
I gotta be half elf for this. I'm not
It's
going
like
to
a-
Ravenloft as a changeling.
She wasn't
a
talking
super
about the shifting.
violent shift.
Because you also have to remember, Strahd is also capable of shape-shifting, I believe, right?
Yeah, he is. Into, like, a
they
bat.
think you're them.
Yeah, but lots of people could do that.
I can do that.
Yeah, a lot of
I don't
people
know.
can do this. It's not terribly uncommon.
Yeah, like there's like what is it? Disguise self.
I mean, like,
There's,
it's uncommon,
self.
but you know what I mean. Like, it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a commoner isn't used to it.
A commoner in this world would probably
paper.
assume
Oh, she-
Strahd
at
in
least
disguise, or
does
one
not-
of his
Have a good night, Paper.
Good night, Paper. Elise does
Good
not
night, Paper.
seem taken aback at all by your shape changing. Yeah.
She's just like, Strahd.
Yeah, she more seems like she's got some manner of history with Strahd.
Oh,
Oh no.
Well, let's get our
She
stuff
was
and go.
she was probably also once someone that was not native to this land.
No, my thought is like, because remember the
She's
puppet
not.
shit?
Well, I mean, you certainly don't see a lot of half-orcs around Barovia.
She
Anyway,
was
you
probably
guys-
called in here as well. Anyway, let's resume.
As you guys head out, meet back up with your party. Where are you guys meeting back up?
Back
At the-
outside with
back outside?
Argala and
Alright.
Basilka.
All right. And as you guys kind of pass through I'm not going to have you roll stealth again. As you guys kind of pass through the palisade gate, not gate, but opening again, there
even
lies
find where
Vasilka
it is.
and Aragal waiting for you once again. And he just kind of like is tapping his foot a little bit, and he says, "Oh, I have to tell you, I was very anxious. What's happening in there?"
The guy
Oh, they don't-
is getting killed, and the person
You're
that
going to have to be more specific. That happens every
The
day. in this
Burgermeister
family.
got,
the burger
I guess,
the burger-
militiaed.
the burger manager guy,
Oh,
Mob rule.
The
And
burger
the first-
manager guy.
and the
Yeah.
person that you were paid by to kill us is apparently wanting to take their place.
oh,
Yeah, remember that?
Oh, great. Yeah.
And I look at
How
him.
how
like,
how
"Remember?
good is that for us on a scale of 1 to 5?
Do you know anything about that?
I know her. Yes,
Do you know anything
How good
about
is this for us?
how terrible she is? Clearly,
she doesn't like you.
why?
That's a great way of putting it.
Why?
Well,
He doesn't like you.
I did not get into it so much, but she paid me handsomely, and then I paid you handsomely, and now the debt is paid. You understand?
Yay!
Yes. I just didn't know if you had any more information, maybe.
I don't know exactly why, but she was compelling.
What if it's Strahd's wife again? Like the other one that we didn't kill.
Which one?
You should know about
Did you
how
get the dress,
she.
Twyla?
Yeah, we actually got everyone's attire, and it's right here in this
Lucia
trunk.
is wearing the blindfold.
Lucia got a
Going
blindfold.
to wear it.
That's pretty
Lucia's
cool.
already wearing the blindfold.
Can you see in that thing?
Yep,
That's impressive.
Can you
perfectly
really?
fine. Say again?
I
Can you really?
Yep.
Can you dance in that thing?
I don't need the dance.
It's a ball.
She can
I don't
dance if
think
she
I'll be
wants
there for
to.
the. I don't think I'll fuck off.
could leave
That was smooth. I don't think I'll be there for the party.
What?
You can. She has her hand at her holster.
But remember, nothing crazy unless he does something crazy first.
I promise nothing but to enact the right of God when I arrive.
That's not.
Lucy, I have to tell you this. I've known you for a bit of time now, and you are a heck of a lot, like all the time.
Wow, lady, you are like at 11 at all times.
It's like I know we're going into a den of snakes, but like, you could have like a drink or something. I don't know.
He's
yeah,
taking
you
a
drank
lot from
earlier
me.
today. Have another
He's taking
one.
I'll take a swig after I kill him.
All right then.
Well, but not tonight. Like when we kill him, like later. Like
Mm.
when we're more powerful later, right?
Speaking of drinks, my friend here could use a little nip.
Elizabeth!
Oh,
Gracious.
Argyle, this man is going through serious alcohol withdrawal. Can he have some of your whiskey, pretty please?
Yes, I have had some compatriots that have dealt with this manner of affliction. The best thing to do is give them alcohol,
Yes, that's
but
what
not
I
as much as the amount you gave them yesterday, right? And then you don't give them the amount you give them today, the next day. It's a complicated sort of thing, but
But he's
So you
already-
constantly give them more.
Yes, I was going to say the same thing.
No, wait, no. I'm not explaining this correctly. Bruno, it's a pleasure to see you.
But he really hasn't had a lot. I think
Why don't you kill this, my friend? There's very little left in it. You can thank your master for that. And Bruno, for his part, just snatches it out of his hand real quick and just downs it. He says, all right, it's a start. Ooh, it's a start.
There'll be more tonight, Bruno. Just please be on your best behavior. You too, Elizabeth. We don't need to draw any unwanted attention to
Maybe there shouldn't
ourselves.
be any tonight. If I'm being honest, I think tonight's gonna go poorly. If I'm
Well, we all know that. It's just a
At
matter of
least
how
could have
poorly.
brought my pretty dress. I spent money on this.
Speaking of which, can someone actually help me put this dress on? I think it's got a weird closure in the back and I can't... She did a really good job with it, but it
Wait, are
seems a
we
little
gonna
complicated.
travel for that long in these dresses? What if they get ruined?
Well, what are we
Yeah,
gonna do?
might
Change
be-
at the front door?
Might be good to change in the cart on the way over or something.
We don't have a
I
cart.
don't have a cart, Lobrin.
Well, we're going to need to rent one. We're going to the ball after all.
How are we gonna rent one?
Can't rent
How are
one.
we
We
gonna
have to
rent
just
one?
go.
And kill him.
Yeah, if only we were in Waterdeep, I could call in a few favors.
Oh my god.
So,
We're not in
if we're putting them on, can I put the art in chat?
For my part, I could be of assistance here. I have a cart.
You do?
Oh.
You have a cart?
Oh, you're
As a
right.
matter of fact, it's only at the camp, only 5 minutes walk.
Can we change in the cart?
I don't see one. Well, please do not judge me for the state of it, alright? I just leave in there.
That's fine.
It's
Welcome
fine.
to my man cart.
You just need to change it. Okay,
Alright.
let's go to your cart.
Alright. We'll only continue for a bit longer on. We're going to theater remind the Pistani camp.
Yes.
I was gonna say I do have to kind of get going.
Can you spare?
Unfortunately,
Can you spare a quick 10 minutes?
I don't know.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, yes.
All right, let's do this.
9:45 will hit it. Yeah.
You guys make your way to the Vistani camp. It's quite. It's getting later in the afternoon at this point. It's like around 2-3 o'clock. You're greeted amply. Luvash is there. Arabelle. Run legs.
Hello?
This is
Hello?
sweet
Derek?
reunion.
Derek, you just cut.
It's kept somewhat brief.
Oh no,
Hear
we
him?
lost connection.
No,
Oh,
I could
shit.
hear him
Oh,
fine.
I lost connection.
Yo, you lost
I also
connection?
lost
I was
connection.
gonna say I heard him fine.
Oh,
heard
fuck,
him
I
fine.
completely lost the board.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye, board. All right,
I
guys.
think
With
that
that,
may
why
have
don't we
been
leave
his
it here
plan.
for the night?
We're leaving it here. I don't
Aw,
get to
damn
show.
it.
I don't get to show the
My
rollies.
dress!
Can we just
Aw.
please?
Nope. Gotta wait until next week. Sorry, guys.
Are you kidding?
Why?
I'm not. It has to wait until the right moment.
Well, Winter, that means you have time to make 5 new reactives in a week.
No, I'm not doing that. I really wanted to show the art tonight, and I had something I wanted to
I'm
say.
not
I'm
doing
so
it.
sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I was hoping to get to that, but now we gotta wait.
I'm
why not?
posting my art
I'm already
anyway.
back
I don't
in.
care.
You know, it's your art. Do what you want with it.
I
That's
lost
fine.
You guys
connection
can
again.
post your
Connection
art.
good.
It's gonna be next
What happened?
session
Did
anyway.
did it like crash for you or something?
No, it didn't crash for me.
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't know.
I'm still.
I'm
in it.
fine
Tailspire
too. I can
keeps
hear Derek
crashing
fine.
for me.
I see Tailspire crashing, but
This doesn't happen too frequently, but whoever won that code, be aware that this is happening.
That's.
It'll happen sometimes. So
At any
that's
rate,
the
at any rate.
nature of the
posted
program.
the Faerun art.
I'm posting
for
the art
Hidball
anyway, Derek.
Town.
Yeah, do your thing.
You guys can post the art. I mean, it's gonna be next session anyway. Like, you
Yeah.
have it in hand.
Anyway, why don't we get into inspiration real quick, starting with Twyla?
Yeah. Inspiration this week. I think everyone did a really good job. We all had some really good moments. I am going to give mine to Lucia because we all are going through a lot right now. Lucia's making the best of it, made a very selfless choice to let Faerun be cured instead of herself, and I think Lucia's gonna need the help with this point of exhaustion.
All right, Lobrin.
You know, for me this week, I think I'm gonna give it to. Kind of tough. I think I'm gonna give it to Faerun this week. You know, getting a little closer to your boo thing, and you know, kind of navigating some of the conversation in the inn when Lobrin like kind of didn't pass the check. Was you know, good as well, and possibly setting up like what we're gonna do next after the ball, which was kind of a little open ended before tonight.
That natural
So
20 felt so
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was a nice one on the role play with it. So
Thank
that'll
you.
be my vote.
All right, going on to favorite.
I am also going to give it to Lucia for role playing and for so kindly taking the L and giving me the W. Because I was prepared to give it up, but you seemed content, and
Like you
And-
need that.
and
You
it
are more valuable with your spells than I am. I've done more damage with my bow and stuff.
that's just thank you so much. And also, I'm looking at this art, and it's fucking great.
Oh, I love it.
All right, and then we have Lucia herself.
I definitely want to give it to Ark. Ark did some really good like role playing, especially amidst the arguing with
Oh, Lobrin, yeah.
Yeah, like that was really entertaining to watch.
Like, I give it to Ark for arguing with the character.
Yeah, it's just good character acting.
All right,
It was.
Arguing is one of my favorite things.
then we have Ark finally.
This is tough, but I think I'm going to give it to Faerun for that nat 20 and convincing the guy not to just march off to his death.
All right.
Thanks.
It only bought us a day, but hopefully
It's a
we'll
tie.
be able to help
It's a
him.
tie.
Yeah, it is indeed a tie. So, Lucia, choose either evens or odds.
Oh,
Evens or odds from Faerun or Lucia.
I like evens. I always choose evens. I don't
I'll
care.
take odd because that's
It's a
how this
2,
next
Faerun.
section's gonna be for me.
It's yours.
Oh, I kind of want to give it to.
You can have it. You can have it. I'll live.
Will
Probably.
you?
Can I?
3 or
instead
4
what-
viewer inspo, and you can always give it
You
away
guys are-
during
you
session.
You guys are
That's
tied.
true.
Faerun,
Yeah.
if you would like to give it to Lucia right now, then that's fine.
If she needs it that session, I'm gonna give it to
This
her.
is your. This is. Oh, all right. All right.
Alright, so
All
am I
right.
posting the Faerun one?
Yeah, and
Congratulations, you
everybody vote
guys.
for Lucia.
Way to go on your
Lucia
very
will probably
well
get
spent
credit,
session.
anyway.
Balaki might be sort of a bit of a dead end right now, but you know that happens sometimes.
Do we level up?
No, you don't.
Did we level up
please?
for discovering the militia?
Nar.
Please.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I posted the, the poll for community inspiration over in the Discord server, and a few of us have posted our masquerade art over there as well, if you'd like to check it out.
Yeah, all the goyles. We posted our stuff.
All right.
We're gonna send a
Good night.
raid over before we end tonight. Thank you, happy Halloween, everyone.
Do
Is
we
that
know
okay,
who we're
Derek?
raiding?
Yes, that's fine. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Do we know who
everyone.
we're
We're gonna
raiding?
send a raid
Everybody.
over. We're gonna send it over to Cardell, who is doing a slay or spare over on their
Oh,
channel for
interesting.
Halloween.
Yahoo!
Alright, guys, thank you so much. We love you. We'll catch you all Monday for the next installment and episode 69 of Decay Within the Ice.
Oh my god, the
Oh,
ball is episode
yay.
It's gonna
69.
be called Freak Within the
The
Ice.
Freak Within the
on episode
Ice.
69.
I went to a masquerade and I freaked it.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.